Hey, and good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Good morning,
Morning.
Shannon.
Morning, Rod. How we doing, buddy?
How you doing today? We're doing all right. We're
I'm doing
making
good.
our way through here. How about you?
Oh, just I'm still kicking. So there you are.
Another day above the dirt's a good one. Oh, did you have a good week?
It was long. I was looking forward to the weekend, man. I was just when is Saturday going to get here, or at least Friday afternoon? How
I hear you. I know what those kind of weeks
about
can be
yourself?
like, man. Yeah. It was a bit of a long, trying week this week. So a lot of medical stuff this week. Tuesday, I had the surgery done on my eye. So this eye here, man, I'm ready to read. This eye here now is the bad. I mean, this eye now is the bad one. So it's kind of like just a little fuzzy, but it's not as
Right.
bad as my right eye was. They went in, cleaned out the blood in the eye, did some cauterization, laser cauterization on the things. So I mean, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. Before it was like looking through a
Good deal.
black piece of cloth. You know,
Right.
you could see things, but you just couldn't make out quite what they were. Well,
Right.
now it's totally clear. Boom, I'm ready to go. Now we just got to get them to fix this eye. I'll be 100%. This eye is like miles better than this eye now. You know, they had me do an eye chart and everything, and it worked out so good so far. And but now every day I have to for a week. I think still got a couple of days. Every 4 hours, got to put drops in. You know, so that's kind of a pain in the
Yeah,
butt. So
I can
I
imagine.
got to I got to apologize right off the bat to everybody because of all the eye issue and everything this week. I didn't get a chance to do a nut of the day, and I didn't get a chance to do a community channel of the week. So I apologize for that, but I'll have that rectified next week. We'll be right back to your regular schedule. So,
Good deal.
well, what do you say? Should we open up the gates to the peanut gallery?
I don't know, man. I get awful nervous every time this happens, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway.
That's it. You never know what you're gonna find, right? All right. Well, let's welcome them and say hello. Here we go. Hey there, Peanut Gallery. Welcome aboard and good morning to everybody.
Good morning, people.
Oh, well, today we're gonna do this. This was Shannon's idea, and I love it. We're gonna do not your usual comic stuff. Stuff that's not like your usual comic books, not your usual comic book form type of thing. You've probably seen the little ad that I put out there. You know, talking treasuries, we're talking digest, we're talking fanzines, we're talking larger magazines type, the black and white magazines, the color magazines. So I
Treasury.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think everybody's going to enjoy it. I know I'm looking forward to it because I know a lot of the stuff that man right there has.
I might have one or two. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to. So, all right, let's see who's hanging out here in the Peanut Gallery this morning. Easy comic reader, he says, and I practice this. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to be read by anyone. But when I see you hanging outside the short box, it makes me want to buy. I probably butchered that, but that's the best I got.
Hey, you would
Easy
have made it
comic
past the
reader.
first round of American Idol, right?
That's it. Easy comic reader, man. Always look forward to your opening lines, man. I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
good stuff.
That's so great. Tom Jones. I love Tom Jones.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for being here this morning, sir.
Yes,
And we
sir.
got Dr. Von Chilla.
Hey,
He says
come on.
he's ready to
Good
go.
morning. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. How you doing, John? Great to have you here as usual. And Maranya, Lady M, good morning to Rod Shannon and all the wonderfully nutty members of the Peanut Gallery. And good morning to you, Maranya. Thank you once again for hanging out with us. Love it.
Hey, happy Saturday, Maranya.
Yeah, quite enough Sayer. This is a new one. I am no longer deciduous realm. Rod will tie for that. Oh, well, thank you for that. Yes, Rod will thank you for that. I love it. Now, poor people are changing their names because I can't speak, for crying out loud. Oh, well, great to have you here, no matter what you call yourself. Thank you for hanging out with us on your Saturday, man. That's awesome. Guido, Chris, good morning, sir.
Hey, Chris, but
he says good morning to
greetings,
everybody
buddy.
in the chat as well. And Michael Taylor, good morning, Michael. Great to have you with us again.
Hey, Michael.
Thank you for hanging out. And then we got the Hotel Orla. Hello, welcome aboard, sir. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Hope you're having a great morning so far. And Higgy Pop Comics. Hey there, Peanut Gallery, he said.
Higgy Pop. Yeah.
Good morning, Higgy.
Ding, ding.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We had to hit the bell for Higgy Pop.
Waiting, man. You made me wait.
Sorry. I'm not on my game, man. I got to get with it here. I got to wake up. And then we got Michael Taylor saying good morning to Dr. Von Chilla. And the Professor Eric Breen is here today. Great to have you with us again, Eric. He says, okay, let's go over this one more time. You're Rod, he's Shannon. If you get confused, consult the names on the screen. I love it when he points out that, I can
oldguys.com.
That's it. And let me know in the chat, you guys. Let me know if if we're lagging or skipping, because we had a little bit of trouble going on this morning. So just let me know, and we'll see if we can't fix it. If we have to go out, come back in, hopefully we can get it squared away. But hopefully it's not going to bite us too bad today. And we got Michael Taylor saying good morning to Maranya. And he says good morning to Eric. Eric says, hey, Michael. Dr. Von Chilla says, hey to Michael. Guido says good morning to Michael. And Michael says, Doc, you need those comic eyes. Yeah. Well, I got that. This one here is squared up now, man. It's like night and day. It's like I'm looking through crystal. It's great. I love it. This one here still got a little fuzz to it, but that's all right. I think we can make it here. And Guido says, Dr. Von Chilla, hello. Michael says, hello to Guido. And Eric and Maranya. And Gray Man from across the pond. Good morning,
Gray
sir.
Man.
Great to have you with us. He says,
howdy, man. Howdy, man.
He says, howdy, folks. And good morning to you, sir. Thank you for sharing your Saturday morning with us. Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy to Guido. And Guido says, hi to Gray Man. Maranya says, Rod, no apologies are necessary. Need to take care of yourself. Use those drops and you'll be back in rare form soon. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Every 4 hours, the missus has to play nurse and put some drops in my eyes. But so far it's working. So we'll do it. We got a couple more days worth, and then we'll be ready to tackle the other eye. So thank you, Maranya. Higgy Pop says, congratulations on your new and improved eyeball, Rod. Yeah. It's like Thor in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or the Guardians in the Thor movie. Well, you should have washed that thing. That's what I think of with that thing. All right. We got Paul S. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the Peanut Gallery.
Glad to have you. Love the avatar there.
Yeah, like that. Good morning, Rod, Shannon. I just want to say that you two have some of the best comics, and Shannon, your Justice League of America collection is phenomenal. First time in the live chats for me. Well, welcome
Yes,
aboard,
sir.
sir.
Glad to
Welcome.
have you.
Yeah.
Always glad to have new people in.
Absolutely. We're so thrilled that you chose us to spend a little bit of your Saturday morning. We really appreciate that. And hopefully you'll want to come back after you see the show. So
Hopefully.
But welcome to the Peanut Gallery. Dr. Von Chilla says, yeah, Higgy, the new Steve Austin eyeball. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Welcome to all the wonderful nutty Peanut Gallery to the new and improved $6 million Rod and Shannon show. I don't know if it's $6 million. It might be $6.50, maybe. Eric Breen says, oh, easy comic reader said hanging out by the short box. I was worried for a second. And laughing at that one. There we go. They're starting already. Maranya says, Eric, behave yourself, my innocent eyes. Hippie says,
Hippie.
oh, Hippie Collectibles.
Good morning, Tom.
Excuse me. Good morning, Tom. Great to have you with us again on a wonderful Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us in the Peanut Gallery. And Guido says, hello, Hippie. Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy, Tom. And Mr. Rob Brown is in here today. How you doing, Rob?
Our man Rob Brown, a real comic book artist.
There you go. We got a pro. Thank you so much again for hanging out with us, Rob. Appreciate it. Hope your Saturday morning's going well. And Hippie's Collectible says, hi, Guido. Hi, John. Gray Man says, no lag for me. Good. Thank you very much. Well, hopefully it won't happen for us here. Miranda says, you ought to flip your display names and confuse Eric. My good Rod. Oh, the scheming, the plotting. Dun, 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 dun. Play the danger violins. Higgy Pop Comic says, hey there, Guido. And the Jackson Roykirk is here today. All right, great to have you back with us again on another Saturday morning. Can you fix it if I'm lagging? I don't know. we can maybe.
We're not sure we can do it, but hey, you know,
we might be able to point you in the direction of some coffee. Maybe that might help. I don't know. There you go. And Eric Green says no, just simply no. Hippie says, nice group of mixed nuts. Absolutely. And wouldn't have it any other way. Ranger Sly from the northern frontier.
Yeah. Great to have you.
How you doing? Great to have you with us, Ranger. As always, hope you're having a great weekend, Saturday morning. And Michael Taylor says, your other eye's on deck. You got that right. And I can't wait, because if they do it half as good as this eye, man, I'm going to be styling and profiling. Woo! But Mr. Rick Flynn.
Thank you.
And the Gray Man says, hi, Sly. Hey, Guido. And Guido says, hey, Ranger Sly. Captain Strange Life is in the house. Hans, great to have you with us again on a Saturday morning. He says, happy Saturday morning to one and all.
Hans.
And Dr. Chilla says, howdy, Hans. Hippie says, yo ho ho, Hans. And Guido says, hey, Captain. And the amazing Murphinator, hey, from up near my way, Dr. Silverage. Hey, great to have you along there, Murph. Great to have you with you. I haven't had a chance to talk to you lately. It's been a while. So hope you're having a good time. Hope your weekend's going well. So thanks for hanging out here with us this Saturday morning in the Peanut Gallery. Excuse me. Maranya says, hey there, Hans. You did a phenomenal job last night on our reading of the Geeky Puppet Show. Yes, if you guys did not get a chance to see that, you got to go see that. I was dying laughing when there was some confusion as to which character Hans was going to read. And it was just so funny because I wrote in the comments, oh, they're pulling back the curtain on the GPS. We get to see what it's really like in the background. So, yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check out the Geeky Puppet Show. It's a fun time. It really is. And Captain UK is in the house with us. Good afternoon, morning, everyone.
Hey.
Good morning, Captain. Great to have you with us. Always fun to see you here in the Peanut Gallery every Saturday morning. Eric Breen says, Shannon, we have the same new people every week. Ranger Sly says, hey, Gray Man, nice haul video you just posted. Plug, hint. Yeah, definitely. I'll be checking it out. Love to watch the Grayman's stuff. I love the Cover Slingers show that he does on Saturdays. If you haven't seen that, you got to check it out. It's a lot of fun too. They have a lot of fun on there. Yeah, absolutely. So check it out with the Gray Man channel. And he puts a big smiley face. Michael Taylor says, Doc, maybe you can get a bionic guy. I wonder. Dr. Von Chilla says, hey, Captain UK, howdy, mate. And he says, hi, John. Hope you're good, mate. Michael Taylor says, I think my eye is lagging. Oh, man. I hear you there. And the Amazing Murphy says, put a scotch in that coffee if you're lagging. There you go. Ranger Sly says, howdy, Guido. Jackson Roykirk says, lager always works for me. Works too. And Mike Taylor says, good morning, Cap. Captain UK said, good morning to the crowd today. Dr. Von Tiller says, Murph, howdy, bud.
Yeah, major crowd today. Crowd today.
Digging it. Michael Taylor says, good morning to the Murph. Excuse me. Ranger Sly says, always a good crowd here, Captain UK. Absolutely. We look forward to you guys showing up, man. We really do. Can't wait to open the gates every Saturday morning. See what nuts are going on here. And Spinnerack, Dave. How you doing, Dave?
In the house. Hey, Dave.
Great to have you with us, Dave. Appreciate you. Captain UK says, true Ranger Sly. And Jackson Roker says, Spinner. Guido says, hello, Spinnerack. Ranger Sly says, howdy, Spinnerack. And Hippies Collectibles says, apparently the eyes have it. Well, this eye has it today. This one, I don't know. We're still waiting to see. So far, so good, though. Maranya says, I was able to breen the retrospective the Geeky Puppet Show did last night on issue 170 of Iron Man, where Rhodey takes on the armor. Oh, cool. Great. So definitely check out that
Nice.
The Geeky Puppet Show, folks. Without a doubt, you won't be disappointed. It's a lot of fun. It really is. Captain Strange Life says, Hippies Collectibles. It's supposed to be ho, 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 but you lost a ho, Tom. Uh-oh. Tom says, hands, howdy, ho, ho. Man, they have fun. I love it. Captain says, good morning, Michael Taylor. And Dr. Von Chilla says, I've never regretted losing a hoe. And what can you say? But
I approve that comment.
There you go. All right. Well, that catches us up here with the Peanut Gallery so far this morning. So, what do you say, Shannon? You want to start off? I think I started last week, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I try to keep it even. So,
what do you want to see? We got digests and graphic novels and treasuries. What do you want?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of digests, so why don't you show some of those digests I know you have?
Okie dokie.
Awesome.
All these are DC.
Boom.
Like we did too many. And if they did, they didn't make a big bang. But let's start off with these three, if I can find them. There we go. Okay. As far as I know, the first digest that DC put out was this one. I remember seeing it in the house ads.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got the car.
Wasn't it supposed to be that one? And wasn't there also supposed to be, was it Laurel and Hardy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Advertised, but never came out. So if you look at
Right.
those little house, this is pictured along with Laurel and Hardy. There was a Laurel and Hardy comic, which I think we both have, but there was just like one issue and no digest. So this was actually, I think, the first DC digest.
That's neat. That is cool.
Years later, you know, they decided to try them out again. And this is like a title unto itself here. So there was 3 issues, and it reprinted Jonah Hex and Other Western Tales.
Yeah, those are on my hit list.
Yeah. There's number 1. Number 2. I always like that. It looks like a Frank Frazetta cover or like a cover of Molly Hatchet or something.
Looks like something out of a Clint Eastwood Western.
Yeah, I mean, just lots of great reprints. Pretty much I have to have like a magnifying glass to read these anymore, but they're cool little pieces of comic pop culture.
Yes, sir.
Here is number 3. Nice painted cover on that one.
Nice.
Lots of great Jonah Hex reprints in here.
Nice. You don't see those too often, even when people are displaying the digest. You don't see those 3 too often.
And at the end of its run, Adventure Comics became a digest size. I think it went from like $4.91 to like $5.03 or $5.04. I've got all of them, but I just picked out a few. Does some Legion reprints. Actually has some new stories. It has some new Shazam stories. There's Adventure $4.91.
Nice.
Got a new Shazam story. And the first 2 Legion superhero stories ever published right here. That's kind of cool. And here's Adventure 500. Nice Legion cover. Keith Giffen.
Nice.
And all kinds of cool reprint action going on in there. Legion substitute heroes. Lightning Lad loses his arm. Just cool stuff. And here we have Adventure 501 with a cover by Ed Hannigan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is.
All right. Now, there were 2 other titles. There was Best of DC, Blue Ribbon Digest, and then DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. Now, this is the first Best of DC. This is number 1, featuring Superman.
Wow.
Yeah. There was 71 issues of this. I think I'm 10 issues shy. And there was 24 issues of the other, and I think I just need 1 on that one. Yeah, just lots of cool stuff. This is from the Best of DC. This is number 21. This is one we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Society. Man, you can't beat that. You got the JSA and a new George Perez cover.
Yep, that is
and it reprints an early All-Star Comics, and it reprints the DC Special featuring the Origin.
Mm.
And it's got the Starman Black Canary team up too from the Silver Age. So it's a cool package all the way around.
Yeah. Love it.
These are kind of hard to find. Here's got some Rudolph reprints in this. It's number 4, yep. Best of DC. Sheldon Mayer.
Yeah, Rudolph. Any Rudolph, the treasuries or anything is hard to see, hard to find.
And here's number 2, Best of DC. With some Batman going on.
Nice. That's a cool cover.
And number 10 was Secret Origins of Supervillains.
Yep.
Can't go wrong there. Got the heads on the back.
I love it.
I always like the lineups like that.
Yes.
They had one that would come out like every few months. They would gather like the best comic stories of the year, and they would reprint them all in a digest size. So here's year's best comic stories. I'm not sure what the year is, early 80s. This is number 11.
Cool.
You can kind of see the covers that they reprinted these from on the back. So you're wondering.
I remember buying a lot of them back when they came out off the rack. You think I know what happened to them? I have no idea.
Okay, here's Best of DC number 52. More years, best comic stories. Got a wraparound cover. Got some Legion. Got some Blackhawks in the back.
Look at that. Amethyst, Legion, Sergeant Rock, Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
That's a variety right there.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Batman Family. It's number 51.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's some more years best. Number 69.
Awesome. Very cool.
And I'll show a couple more. Here we got Legion Superheroes with a cover by the great one.
Oh, look at that.
Will Kane.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Love that cover.
Yeah, that's neat.
Here's another favorite of ours. Number this is a funky one. It's they got like number 497, but it's also number 34 of the best of DC. So they might have meant to include this on the Adventure Comics run, but it's part of the regular run of best of DC. So we got some Metal Men going on.
Yeah.
So it says 497 up there, but on the corner it says number 34. And I put a card in there and reminded myself what it was. And another cover by the great one. Love this one.
Yes, that is a neat one.
Yep. So, all right. That's all I'll show for now.
All righty. We'll bring it on back here. Whoops. There we go. So, well, I'll show the... I was talking to Shannon this morning. I says, I didn't get a chance because of everything that was going on all week. I didn't get a chance to get down here and get all the stuff I wanted to show out and ready. And there we go. One of the things I couldn't find was all my digests, but I did get this one just in the mail. Just picked it up this morning. So it's the only digest I got this morning to show. It's the Justice Society. And this is this is part of the Blue Ribbon Digest DC special, and this is number 3.
Oh yeah,
so, and it's got the floating heads.
Dick Giordano,
yeah. So, and just really cool stuff. I mean,
oh yeah,
JSA, you can't go wrong, you know.
All right,
so that's my only digest. So, all right, let's take a peek here into the peanut gallery once again. And we got Comic Book G-Man. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Glad to have you.
Yes, thank you for joining us this morning. Appreciate you in the peanut gallery. Good morning, gentlemen, and chat, he says. Laughing out loud. And Michael Taylor says, good morning, Captain UK. Dr. Mochilla says, digest.
Yeah, I'm not able to read them, but they're fun, you know.
Yeah, well,
I did read them at least. Hey, I did read them at least once, right? So
there you go. That counts. And we got Guido saying, hello, Comic Book G-Man. And Lady M says, these comments from the Peanut Gallery are not approved by the Comics Code Authority, but are approved by Rod and Shannon and Eric. Thank you for that public service announcement. I love it. Captain Strange-Life says, I loved doing the Geeky Puppet Show and hope to go back on. Thanks to all on that show for welcoming me. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was fun to see you on there. I know Micah was on there along with Maranya and Eric Breen. And I'm sorry, I know I'm leaving a couple people out. I'm sorry, but definitely check it out. I can't tell you enough. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. They really are. Comic Book G-Man. Fist bump. There we go. Boom, right to the camera. All right. And Comic Book G-Man says, nice. Yes, sir, Bob. And Maranya says, Hans, you're always welcome to join us in the fun. Rod's our next recruit for the madness. Yeah, I told Eric last night, definitely want to come on. Now that I can at least, read again. I definitely want to come on. Wanted to do it for a long time now. Just enjoy watching you guys do that. Practicing my Dusty Rhodes voice. So I lightning bug across America. It's right. Taking care of business, baby. Ranger Sly says, hello. Oh, he's laughing at what Maranya said. Yes. And Michael Taylor says, very cool Tarzan Digest. That is cool because there was one time I was going to get one of those. And I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. I probably something shiny came by and, caught my eye. So I don't know. But I might have to pick it up just for the fact that it's a number one.
Right.
Being a collector, just for the fact of having that. First of all, those digests, that's pretty cool. Dr. Monchilla says, I've got a stunning Koch Warehouse copy of the Tarzan Digest. I ordered 6 copies and only received 1. Wow. Tough digest in high grade. I bet. Because you don't see it. Right? You don't see them.
You especially don't see them out in the wild anywhere. You have to get online to find anything like that anymore.
Yeah. And even when I look, when I shop on eBay, I don't see that one too often. You see a lot of the adventure ones, and some of the other ones, the superhero ones, but you don't see like the Sergeant Rock ones, the Jonah Hex ones, Doom Patrol. You might see once in a while. The Metal Men that you showed, so they're a neat little side collection type of thing,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hippies Collectible says, funny that Tarzan Digest is the only one I have. Well, it's a good one to have. It's number one.
It's a gooder. Yeah. I think you got.
What's that?
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Nope, go right ahead.
Got keyword on the cover, but I think it's a lot of Russ Manning reprints, which is great too. So it's a nice little package.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, very cool Jonah Hexes. Yeah, those I've had my eye on for a while. I will be pulling the trigger on those shortly. And Maranya says, they sell magnifying glasses that are like a sheet that you can lay over a page, Shannon. That would work the best for these digests and so on.
I want one.
I just saw an ad. There's this thing that you hold up, and it's about the size of a page, and kind of a rectangle-ish thing, but it's got light on it. But they're non-glare, so it lights up the page and it magnifies it all at once. I just saw an ad for that yesterday because my wife made sure to point that out to me. Dr. Monchilla says, yeah, Tom, it's the only one I have. Everybody's got that one. Except me. I got to get it. Want to be in the cool kids club. Doggone it. Captain UK says, the Koch Warehouse served you so well, John. You bossed it. There you go. Shannon and I have talked about it. Shannon did some mail order stuff like that. I never did that. I don't know why I didn't. It just never occurred to me. Probably because I didn't have a whole lot of money with which to do it. And what allowance I did get, I took it to the local shops that I knew to get my comics. But it never occurred to me.
Yeah, well, me, there was no shops. I mean, it was like you had the new stuff coming out of the mom and pop stores and grocery stores and drug stores where I got my new comics. But there was unless you went to a yard sale and got lucky or whatever, I mean, that was the only outlet I had for getting back issues. And once I got started, I was like, my allowance money went flying.
Yeah, I bet. But hey, I mean, whatever we did, however we could find our books, we were not going to be denied, were we?
Right.
And Dr. Vonchilla says, yeah, Captain UK, I worked that place in the late 1980s. Michael Taylor says, fantastic Superman Digest cover. Yes, sir, Bob. And Captain UK says, yeah, John, once in a lifetime when them kind of honey holes come along. Yes, absolutely. Right. Higgy Pop says, I love collecting digests, but never got myself a Batman one. Well, there's always tomorrow.
Get one.
There's always tomorrow. Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, great to have you with us, sir.
Good to have you.
Good morning to you, and thanks for spending your Saturday morning with us, hanging out here in the Peanut Gallery. We appreciate it. He says good morning to Shannon Rod and the Peanut Gallery All-Stars. I like that. Peanut Gallery All-Stars. I may change the name to that. I like that.
Right.
Because they are all-stars. Michael Taylor says, fantastic Batman Digest cover. I had the Treasury version of that Batman. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I got it up here somewhere. Yeah.
And Lady M says Amethyst back in the day was Game of Thrones before they even considered putting that on cable. And it was considered a girl's book. Well,
I liked it.
Maybe I shouldn't tell the story, but my wife, who is not a avid comic book fan or collector, she does enjoy comics once in a while. Amethyst and Dazzler. Those were her two favorite series. So she had me help her put together that collection on both of those. So that is her contribution to our collection. So she really loved Amethyst. She really did. So Ranger Sly says, very cool digest, Shannon. I want to get some, especially the best of the year issues. Also the Sugar and Spike issues that had some original stories. And those are another one you don't see too often, those Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, they're hard to find. And when you do find them, they're kind of pricey. I mean, I probably still need a couple of those, like the funny stuff.
Yeah,
the Binky and the Sugar Spikes, those and the Rudolph stuff, that's hard to find.
Yeah. Captain UK says some great covers on these digests. Never really got into them. This could be a wormhole opening up. That's it. Another rabbit hole to go down, my friend.
That's right.
That's what we do. We open up rabbit holes here. Spinner Rack Dave says, sadly, fossils are unable to read that small print in the digest. Shannon, you probably should sell those digests to a younger collector.
Or are you hitting something there, Dave? How young are you anyway?
Yeah. And Guido says, Mr. Rigamotis, hello? And Dr. Vanchilla says, the Koch warehouse had pages long for sale ads in CBG back then. That's when I started buying the wholesale warehouse copies. I took it for granted then, but it was a glorious buyer's era.
Well, I remember those ads quite well, yeah.
Yes,
for
sir.
years, I had a CBG subscription, and you'd see, I mean, that's where I spent a lot of my money in the 90s was in CBG and those ads.
Yes. Yes, sir. I've said it before. I've made friendships through ads over there in the CBG. And I still stay in touch with people today that I've dealt with from there. So we used to trade wrestling tapes, comic books, you name it, toys, you name it. You traded everything back and forth. It was a lot of fun. I miss CBG. I really do.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Yeah. The newspaper version. I wasn't a big fan of the magazine version, but the newspaper version.
Yeah.
I like that. Mike Tail says, nice digest, Shannon.
Thanks, sir.
And Guido seconds that motion.
Again, thank you, sir.
And Ranger Sly says, Spinnerack Studios, he's laughing. He's laughing. And we got Dr. Vanchilla letting us know Eli Cat lives.
That's right.
That's it. I love it. Michael Taylor, but it's a good one, Doc. Yes, sir, Bob. Without a doubt. CBG, Captain UK says, CBG, I used to love it. So important, especially before the internet days.
That's very true. It was, yeah.
It really was. I mean, I used to love getting when the new issue would come out, right to the ads. Mm-hmm. Rob Brown says, now I got to buy some DC Digest.
You know, he acts like he's mad, but he's really not.
It's what we do here, right? It's what we do. Eric Green, who else holds Digest to feel like a giant? Just me.
Hey, they're square bound, so hey, it's a giant. You know.
That's it. That's it. Square bound. It counts. And Ron's laughing out loud at it. And Hans says the Horror Holiday Christmas Digest and all Archie Digest titles are the only ones I collect. Shannon's got a very nice selection of titles. Very interesting indeed, but no more rabbit holes for me. Uh-oh. We can't entice you to just slip down into a couple more times. Come on. And we have Paulo Costa joining us this morning. Great to have you, Paulo.
Hey. Hello. Great to see you, buddy.
Hope your Saturday's going well, my friend. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of your Saturday and spend it with us. We appreciate that. He says, taking a moment from watching the Le Mans 24 hours to say hi. Car number 13 is sponsored by a French comic book series. Oh, there we go. I did not know that. I love it. Paulo always comes up with these facts that you never. I would never know that. I would have never even thought about that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Got some interesting stuff.
Now the Le Mans. That is the 24-hour race. When did that start, Paulo? When you'll have to get back to me in the chat. When did that start and when does it end? Because I might try and catch a little bit of that. Dr. Von Chilla says, indeed, Hans, no more rabbit holes for me. Laugh out loud. Oh, come on. We got to try harder, Shannon. We got to drag them down some of these holes we're getting in. Hippie's Collectible says, I had to fill my rabbit hole with thermal concrete.
He's serious.
Yeah, really. And Spinner Rack Studios, Dave says, Dr. Von Chilla, yeah, I missed the Allen Light TGB, later to be CBG, by Don and Maggie Thompson. A good part of my ASM collection was built through those dealers. Yes, I mean, there was just so much. I got quite a bit of Silver Age stuff through there. Oh, yeah. I also got quite a bit of cartoons for on VHS tapes from other people around the country, and I just happened to have a channel in our system, in our cable system up here out of Boston, channel 38, I think it was, and they were showing the Hanna-Barbera World of Super Adventure. And man, I recorded every single episode every morning. And then I had great copies with which to trade to people around the country. So it was a lot of fun. I really, really missed that.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, digests are made for carrying around. They fit right in the backpack, in the back pocket. I'm sorry. Right in the back pocket. Yeah, absolutely. But you got to have a bigger pocket for the magnifying glass for us. Spinnerack Studio says, oops, I meant TBG, the buyer's guide. Yes, sir. We knew. We were with you, Dave. Maranya says, good to see you, Paulo. And Michael Taylor says, the Koch warehouse looks great. It's one borough away from me. One of these days, I may visit it. I think you're going to have to make an appointment before you go.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I'd love to go to like the Koch warehouse or what is it? The Mile High collection guy there. I'd love to see that place. Dr. Von Chilla says, indeed, Spinner Rack Studios. I built my collection tremendously through the CBG. I also sold my first books through their classified ads. Very cool. Very cool. Guido says, Rod and chat wanted to say thank you. Got my facsimile of Werewolf by Night 32 about 3 days ago. Very cool.
Awesome.
Great. Yeah. Congratulations.
Picture.
Isn't it great when you really want a story or a book and you're able to get it and just in a couple of days it's there and it's like, yes, life is complete. Did I skip that one? No, I didn't.
That's right.
Hippie says, I'm sorry, I don't know what WTG means, Guido.
Way to go.
I don't know what way to go. Okay. I'm not up on my acronyms. Way to go, Guido, says Hippie. There we go. And Movie World Comic. Hey. Welcome aboard, sir. Thanks for hanging out with us. He says, greetings, everyone. And Eric Green says, Dave's older than me. That's why I like it when he shows up on the fossils. Guido says, thank you, hippie. Great book. And Maranya says, that's rare when we can find fossils older than us. Right, Eric? Eric says, sadly, yes. And Dr. Von Chilla says, CBG hooked me up with Nick Cage. He bought my copy of Captain Marvel 8, the issue with the Forward America World War II cover. Oh, wow. That's neat.
Awesome.
Oh, that's cool, John. I know Nicolas Cage was a big time comic book collector.
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible. That's pretty cool. I love that. And Jared Osborne. Good morning, Jared. Great to have you with us. Jared says, in the early 1980s, DC Digest were the only place to get reprints of older stuff. It's where I first read Warlord. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, you could get a lot of cool stuff in some of those.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, all right, I got to pull this one off the shelf.
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
That's great. Very cool. Spinnerack Studio says, I have started to age backwards like Brad Pitt in that movie he did. I soon will be younger than you, Eric.
Benjamin Button.
You got to tell us that secret, Dave, so the rest of us can do it. Rob Brown says, I own quite a few of the Marvel pocket books. I do love them, but never really seen the DC Digest, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I always seen them around everywhere. I don't know what it is in this area. Because a lot of times you would see them like in the checkout line at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's where I used to see them.
Along with Archie comics, yeah.
Yep. And Paulo Costa says, Le Mans started at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It ends at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, so I got plenty of time to catch up on some of them. There are 3 Cadillacs in there. The big fight is between Toyota and Ferrari. The number 13 car in comic book colors is in the secondary class. Well, I want to check that out because I want to see the car. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that sounds neat. Thank you very much, Paulo. I appreciate that. And Jack Roy Kirk says, Spinner, don't believe Eric. He was there when fire was discovered. Wow. Ouch. Captain Strangelove says, good day to Paulo, International Correspondent Supreme. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Mariah says, and Eric made me make him a grilled cheese sandwich, Jackson. Oh, here comes the food talk, right?
Well, here they go.
Eric Breen says, Spinnerack Studios. Jackson Roykirk says, laughing, no way, Maranya. You're too young for that. There you go. Well played, Jackson. Dr. Von Chilla, you know what else fits in the back pocket? A folded copy of Batman 251, which happened to me when I watched my friend Rich ride away on his bicycle with my original copy.
That hurts me.
Oh, yes. Ouch.
Yeah, that's my book right there.
Oh, tragedy. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain. Michael Taylor says, the Koch warehouse looks enormous. The books look like they've stacked 5-6 feet high. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to cut in here, Rod, Tony, Why Not Art, I don't know if he still got it on probably still don't have it because he lost his channel, but he did have a video up where he went through the Koch warehouse.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was like wall to wall, and like there wasn't anything organized, which was part of the charm of it for me. Is like you go through and there'd be posters and comics and toys and old sci-fi paperbacks and just gobs and gobs and gobs of comic books just all over the place, man, just stacked from floor to ceiling. I mean, it was like, oh, I want to go. Yeah, but I think it's like they open like they're like once a month. They have like where it's open to the public, and I think you probably do have to like make an appointment. But yeah, I said, yeah, if I ever get up that way, I said, man, I would love to go.
Where is it actually physically located? What state?
I think it's in New York.
It's in New York? Oh, so it's
New York or New Jersey, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in New York.
Yeah. Oh, I might have to plan a trip there at some point because I really would like to see that. That would be so cool. And just to say you got a book from the place, it's so famous. So Rob Brown says, ugh, the Werewolf by Night number 32 facsimile is actually sporting a hefty price. I don't know, what was it? $4 or something like that? Or was it
probably 5 or 6? Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Taylor says Cage had Action 1. I think it was stolen from him. I think he got it back. I remember hearing that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't remember the book, but I know he had a really high dollar book stolen. Guido says, Rob, yeah, paid $57. $57 for the facsimile?
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow. Holy mackerel. Ouch. Well, now you got the story. And now you got the rest of the story. Dr. Von Chilla, I never set foot in the Koch warehouse. My transactions were always through the comic buyer's guide, and it's worth nothing. And it's worth nothing. They were very fast with their mail order service. Well, that's cool.
I think he meant to say. I think he meant to say it's worth noting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, Dr. Von Chilla, sad but great story. Noting. There you go. Yeah. If I'd have just looked down, I'd have seen that. Sorry, John. Captain UK says, yeah, I remember seeing that video, Shannon. Cool beans. I'm going to check that out. That was a good
video. I mean, well, he lost his channel, so I don't think it's on there anymore where he had to restart. Right. Yeah.
I'll have to check.
Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Right. Okay, cool. Thank you, Hippie. Dr. Von Chilla and Koch Warehouse is in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Dr. Von Chilla. John, thank you very much. Because I may have to plan something like that at some point because I would like to go there. Indeed, I remember that Koch Warehouse video. Very cool. Everybody's seen it but me. Always late to the party. Michael Taylor says, yeah, Shannon, there's YouTube videos on footage of the Koch warehouse. It's in Brooklyn, one borough away from me. Wow.
Yeah, cool. If it was me, I'd probably be burrowing my way to it.
Yeah. If it weren't too far away, man, I'd be spending every weekend there probably if it was open. So, all right, I think that catches us up with the peanut gallery. So let's see. I got a bunch of various little things here I'll show next. So, all right, here we go. We're going to start off with this right here is a oversized Charlton comic. Hercules,
cool.
I think it says, if I remember correctly, without opening it up, I think it's number 9, but I never knew what 9 it was. Was it 9 in the comic book series? And they just, I want to see because I think it was said number 9 in it, and I know there's not a bunch of these out there. If I could open it, if it would please. Oh, number 8. I was off by 1. It says Hercules, Volume 1, number 8, December 1968.
Well, that's cool. I've never seen those. Was it just like a black and white collection of that stuff, or?
Yep. I think they were. I don't think they were reprints.
Okay, well, that's cool.
I don't think they were reprints. It says Hercules versus the Fantastic Giant Boar and the Origin of the Man God. Those are the 2 stories there. Art by Sam Glanzman and Jim Aparo. Thane of Bagarth.
Yeah.
He's got a story in there. Steve Keats did some of the writing and whatnot. But I don't, I'm not sure. So, but yeah, it was a unique little thing. I can't remember where I first saw it, but it might have been Charlton 66. Steve, it might have been one of his videos. I think might have seen it. But I mean, it's just fun stuff, and it's not something you see every day.
I've never seen that. That's very cool.
And of course, so that's pretty neat. Then I got this here by Pacific Comics, Raj 2000 by John Byrne.
Yeah, I got that one. That's a nice one.
Yeah, we'll open this one up real quick. There we go. Is the cover there? And it's actually a wraparound cover. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. It was nice when they a lot of the companies did little things like this
Yeah.
back in the 80s.
Yeah, looks like Byrne did a little caricature of himself there.
Yeah. I mean, it's some cool stuff. You know? Really neat. Yeah, in that right there, right? That's Byrne himself.
I would guess.
Yeah. I would think so. It kind of looks like him. And let's just see, is there anything else there? Character just reminds me of the Spectre.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I always like seeing stuff like it in black and white.
Yeah. Yep. But it's neat. It's pretty neat. I'm sure you could find it probably on eBay.
Yeah.
If you're so inclined. And then as far as like this is like one of the Warren magazines, The Rook.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love the Rook.
Yeah, this is number 2 of The Rook. I enjoyed the Rook series. I didn't have too many of them. And I'm starting to try to regroup those. But I like that story.
Yeah, that's a cool cover too.
Yeah. And then we got some Marvel Premiere. And this is Marvel Premiere number 1. Preview, rather. I'm sorry. Preview. Number 1. Man Gods.
Yeah. It's got a nice Neil Adams painted cover.
So take a quick peek at this one. Or maybe not, because it won't let me open it. So there we go. Big old splash page.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Lots of fun. I mean the artwork obviously is awesome. You know, the stories are very entertaining.
Alex Nino, love his art. Yeah.
You know, just so much. Look at that's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's so neat. So, yeah, so there's that one there. Man Gods from Beyond the Stars.
It's like a cross between Adam Strange and Hawkman.
Yeah, he does. You're right. He does. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And another Marvel previews. This is number 10, and this is Thor. This is my off the rack copy. And if I dared take it out, you could see that this thing is, I think it's beyond well loved.
You can tell you enjoyed it. That's
yes,
what I like.
sirree. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You enjoyed it.
This was like one of the first comic magazine styles that I remember getting.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, I remember I got a couple, maybe Eerie or something like that. I did get those, but this is the first one that sticks out in my mind. And I love this thing. I tried to draw this picture several times. I never could master it, but it was just a really cool. It was just so neat.
A lot of foreshortening going on there, isn't
there? Yes, sir. So, and we got Savage Tales, and this is, I don't know what number this is. Second startling feature. It's got Conan the Barbarian and Khazar.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I like this one with both of them on the cover. And I think that's Neil Adams too.
Yep, you're correct.
Yep. I thought so. So, I mean, it's just great stuff. And I'm slowly slipping down this rabbit hole of Savage Tales. I'm telling you, I am. without a doubt. Because
There he goes, folks. He's not coming back.
Then we got Monsters Unleashed, number 9. And I can know why I picked this one up is because Wendigo was in it, and Wendigo was a foe of the Hulk. So I wanted to know what was going on outside the Hulk. So
yeah, I love those books.
Great stuff. And we got a little Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, number 19, with Iron Fist right on the cover. Coming at you.
Yeah, it's a cool cover.
And then I got a bunch of bizarre adventures. Let's see. And of course, they got a thing right over this is number 27. And it's got the X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those books that you can, it's plentiful out there. If you're interested in getting
it. No, I see that a whole lot. I mean, I've got one too, but you see them everywhere, man.
Oh yeah. This is like crazy.
It's like that. It's like that Cannon book by Wally Wood.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And this is number 28 with the Inhumans or Triton. One of my favorite Inhuman, Triton, Elektra. I think those are the Sons of the Dragon. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
the other two guys. So, and Bizarre Adventures number 29 with Stephen King's The Lawnmower Man.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Just look at that guy. Dun, 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 dun. And we got number 30, and this is He is Paradox, and he will decide the fate of an empire. I don't remember too much about this story, so I don't know if it's like a Star Wars.
I remember that. One thing I always wondered about, especially like on the magazines and the paperbacks, all those painted covers, and whatever happened to the original art? I was like, and I couldn't imagine anybody throwing those away.
Nope, they probably wound up at Heritage or something.
Yeah.
But and this is number 31, A Hard Look at Violence. I got all of these in one bundle off of eBay. And this is the one I really, really wanted out of the group. And this is number 32. Another story about Thor.
Yeah. That's a fantastic cover.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Talk about your original artwork. I'd love to have the original painting of that. That would be incredible.
And they say comic books isn't real art.
Well, I don't know who they are, but they're
crazy.
They need to step off my planet, doggone it.
Right.
And number 33 of Bizarre Adventures, Tomb of Dracula, Haunt of Horror, Tales of the Zombie, and Vault of Evil. The all horror issue.
Yeah.
With a photo cover.
Cool.
Right? Yeah, it is photo cover. I thought it was. So. All righty. And what else we got in here? What did I have? Oh, yeah. Well, they're not quite. They're definitely not comic books, but they are comic related. And being a Hulk guy,
Oh, yeah.
A Hulk album.
Yeah, that's another rabbit hole I can fall down real easy.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I tried to pick and choose which ones I wanted to get.
Yeah, and to me, it's like it should be like a no-brainer because I'm a music guy, I'm a comic guy, so why don't I have any of those?
Oh, and then I got this one here, Songs and Stories about the Justice League of America.
Yeah, I do want that one.
This is, I believe, the 1975 issue of it. Not issue, but issuing of this record. I think it originally came out in like 67 or 68.
Oh, is
And
that
boy,
right? Wow.
yeah, if you try and find that one is pricey, man. This one here is very affordable.
Well, that's cool.
And I mean, it had the Flash, which was my DC guy, my first DC favorite, and then of course Metamorpho.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and then on the back, got a nice little picture of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I love that.
So, and these were with him, so I'll just throw this up there too. You heard me talk about the cartoons and stuff like that. The Hardy Boys had a great cartoon on. Well, not great. I say great as in it was fun to watch. Wasn't going to win no awards, but they used to sing music and stuff like that, and I got a kick out of them. And they did 2 albums. They actually did 2 albums. The people who sang the theme song to the Hardy Boys. So
that's
here
cool.
it is here.
Here they come, walking down the side. Oh, wait a minute. That's another good
one. Like the monkeys, right?
Right.
That was just hey there, we're having a party. And then this is the second album they did. So.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's
when I found out they did 2 albums, I'm like, oh, I gotta get those. I just have to get those. I talk about rabbit holes, man.
Yeah.
I wonder
if you would get a strike from YouTube if you played those in the background. Be like, okay, that's got to be on here somewhere.
Yeah, somebody look that up. I know that music's registered. Oh, all right. Let's check in with the Peanut Gallery once again. Let's see. Where were we? Where was I when I finished up? Let's see. Okay, I believe we were right here. Michael Taylor said, Shannon, yeah, there's YouTube videos on footage of the Koch warehouse in Brooklyn, 1 borough away from me. I remember that one. Yeah, and then we got Quite Enough Sayer. He says Koch still has a YouTube channel, but hasn't posted a video in 11 years. Wow. They're behind the times.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to wake up down there. Hippies Collectible says, oversized Charlton? Darn, may have to start drilling into my rabbit hole now. There we go. We've done it again.
We've done it again. Our work here is done.
That's it. That's it. Dr. Vonchilla says, Hercules, hero of ancient story. Hercules, winner of ancient glory. See, I knew where you were going, Dr. Vonchilla. I knew.
Yep.
Love that cartoon. Love that cartoon. Used to be part of a morning, Saturday and Sunday morning kids show called Boomtown. It was a Western theme thing, and they used to show that cartoon. I used to love that cartoon, and it had that ring. You know, he put that ring on. That's it.
I don't remember that at all.
That's it. Herc, Herc. There you go. There you go, hippie. That's right, Newton. Herc, Herc. I love it. I love it. Michael Taylor says, very cool Hercules book. Fantastic cover. Yes, that was pretty neat. It was pretty wild. It's unique. Jackson Roykirk says, man, this heart at the bottom of the chart is aggravating. Anyone know how to get rid of it? Oh, no. Mike Taylor says, great art on that Hercules book. Yes, that was some really good art in it. I didn't really do it justice with what I showed, but it is really good. It's worth getting if you're interested in that. Dr. Vanchilla says, darn, the artists of old put everything into their work, didn't they? Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. That's a great point.
Yes, absolutely. Truer words were never spoken. Captain UK says, never seen that Hercules before. Very nice. Thank you, Captain. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't see it a whole lot. I don't see it a whole lot on eBay when I'm looking around. But you can still find it. And it was pretty affordable. I don't think it's going to break the bank for anybody. And Jackson Roykirk says, make mine Marvel mags. Yes, sirree. Great wraparound cover on that 2000 book, says Michael Taylor. Yes, sirree. Rob Brown says, I love Burns' work. He was my favorite artist when I was young. I guess he still is, but I don't care to meet him. I've heard.
I did get to meet him actually at a Mid Ohio con in Columbus, Ohio. He was actually really nice, man. I mean, to me anyway. I mean, you hear a lot of stories. People, don't meet your heroes and all that. But I guess everybody's got a different experience. But I think I had him sign an Alpha Flight book, and that 4-issue OMAC Prestige series was black and white. One of my favorite all-time stories. I was, man, you need to do more like this. And he's like, well, tell DC, I would love to. But he was nice, just everybody's got their own experience. So, I mean, I understand what Rob's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to hear the same thing about Neil Adams, how he was crotchety and grumbly old man or something like that. Yep. But I got to tell you, when I met him in 2017 in Boston, he was nothing but pleasant to me. He was the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, my son and I had the same experience with him. Yeah, he was great.
So I was very, very appreciative for him to take the time. You let me come back and sit with him, chat with him and stuff. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Michael Taylor says, very cool Man Gods cover. Yes, sir. Neil Adams, baby. Dr. Bonchilla says, I remember the Rock. Do you smell
wrestling on your brain? You jabroni.
That's Jabroni. That's it. I changed my name, Dr. Jabroni. I remember the Rook very well. Just the other day, I stumbled across a stack of Warren mags and was reminded of him. Precious memories. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can remember seeing those on. There's only 1 or 2 stores locally that sold the magazines. And I can remember seeing them on there, and I always remember thinking,
yeah, I love that character. Actually, I picked up the first appearance. It's somewhere on the shelf, but I picked it up just because I wanted to try to start on that run. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just those. When I first saw them as a little kid, you just thought they were something, I don't know, it was like something you shouldn't be looking at type of thing, because of the scary stories or whatever. And it was just when I finally got the nerve and bought one, it's, oh man, it's great comics. It was just opened up another world for me. And Lady M says, I wish I did, Jackson. I've been annoyed by it too. And Mike Taylor says, very cool Thor mag, childhood copy, extra special. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Anything that you're off the rack. Anybody who has an off the rack that they've kept over the years, the decades and everything, they're special. I love that. I love that because that's a direct, I've said it before, a direct tether to your childhood, man.
Yeah.
That's been with you the whole way, the whole journey. I love it. Guido says, I think I have a copy of Rook and a stack of creepy and airy books I bought at a Comic-Con. I believe Shannon was with me that day. Oh,
I remember that. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool indeed.
Yep.
Dr. Monchilla says Conan dwarfs Kazar on the Neil Adams Savage Tales cover. Now, was that by design or is that just what we want?
Maybe.
Aha. I don't know. He might. Yeah, I think he likes Conan. I'm not sure, but I think Dr. Monchilla, I think John likes Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Guido says, love that Monsters Unleashed cover, Rod. Yes, sir. It is a cool cover. And where did that one go? There we go. Rob Brown says, oh, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Love it. Got Jim Kelly to sign the Neil Adams cover with Jim on it. Very cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got a picture with Jim Kelly up on my wall, and I got a little mini poster of Black Belt Jones that he signed for me. Yeah.
Neat deal. Yeah. I wished I'd have been into getting autographs a lot sooner than I was. I didn't get it until much later on at the party. So Paulo Costa says, Dr. Monchilla Kazar was busy warming up his muscles for singing. Right, Eric Breen? Dr. Monchilla, Conan beheads Sabu. Sabu and Kazar, and then wanders off with the armor-clad chick. Oh, I think he has a favorite.
Yeah.
I think he has a favorite in the fight. Paul Acosta says the second Paradox appearance isn't as good as the first one. Was that the second Paradox appearance? I'm not sure. Quite Enough Sayer says, anyone remember or have the Barbarian Scroll black and white fanzine? I do not. I've never heard of that. Have you ever heard that? No, I don't remember that either.
Check that
Yeah,
out.
you'll have to tell us a little more about it there. Quite Enough Sayer. We're interested. Dr. Vanchilla says, howdy, Paulo. Always good to hear from you, old buddy. And Dr. Vanchilla also says, the Incredible Hulk sings a million seller. Michael Taylor, as I watched scrolling YouTube, I came across this channel called Dr. Durant's Sanctum. He has amazing vintage monster collectible content. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll cut in here and I'll tell you somebody else you need to look at for that is Michael Dodd.
Michael Dodd.
For the monster toys and monster magazines. Great collection.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael Todd is one of the best. Dr. Durant's Sanctum. I'll have to remember that because I'll check that out. Thank you, Michael. Jackson Roykirk says, Dr. Vanchilla, as it should be with Conan, as he walks away with the armor-clad chick. Spinnerack Dave says, you see some of the painted art in heritage auctions, although generally they are gold key art from George Wilson and those other painters of those titles.
Yeah.
Now, if Spinnerack Dave there, Dave, how much do those go for on average? Those gold key art, because some of those gold keys are phenomenal, and you'd love to have them. But I mean, I'm curious to know: are they like thousands of dollars, or are they?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
probably tens of thousands. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Never own one then. I'll never own one. Movie World Comics says the songs on that Justice League album can be found on YouTube. Those are some surprisingly great songs. Yeah, I haven't listened to this album yet, but I did have the little 45s. I had 2 of the 45s, and I did play those, and I did enjoy them. And Michael Taylor says, very cool JLA album. Thank you, sir. Easy Comic Reader says, Hulk's greatest hits. It's not easy being green. Gamma, 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 chameleon. I butchered that one. I got it. Very good, man. I love it. I love it. Dr. Vanchilla says, oh, geez, Rod, the Hardy Boys album's too awesome. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Vanchilla. Thank you, John. Yeah, I just love that. I always loved, that's one of my top 10 cartoon themes was their song. I just loved it. Dr. Vanchilla, easy comic reader, laughing out loud. Yes, sir. He had a good one there. Mike Taylor says, nice books and records, Doc. Phil, thank you very much. Michael, appreciate that as always. Higgy Pop says, I think you got yourself a rare one there, Rod, that Charlton Hercules. I don't know how rare it is, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. So Charles Mundane is with us again this morning. Great to have you with us, Charles.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us. Never saw the record, he said. No, they're out there. I got those off of eBay. So they're out there. And Branko Bear. Hey, great to have you with us, Branko.
Welcome.
He's saying hey to everyone. Thanks again for sharing your Saturday with us. Jackson Roykirk says, hit the thumbs up button for our good Dr. S and Shannon. And Dope Comics, welcome aboard, sir. Great to have you with us.
Glad to see you.
Neil is top 3 of all time. And Michael Taylor says, Neil Adams, arguably the best Batman artist. Well, I have my opinion of Neil Adams, and it's because of Neil Adams that he's my number one artist. He changed the way I looked at comic book art when I picked up that Brave and the Bold with, I believe it was the one with the Spectre. I can't remember which one came first. I think it was the one with the Spectre. Changed the way I looked at comic book art. It was like, what is this? This is so realistic, you know? Of course, now you got people like Alex Ross who really have taken it to another level with realism, you know? Great stuff. Yeah, Neil Adams, top guy in my in my list of artists. Higgy Pop Comics, a cross between Adam Strange and Hawkman. I'm all in.
I knew I was going to hear something from him as soon as I said that.
That's it.
Because Higgy Pop is the Hawk guy.
Yes, sir, Bob. He'll be out there getting that one. I know him. He'll hunt that thing down. Michael Taylor says, I like how Adams draped the cape over Batman's body. He just had a unique style, man. Just different. The way he set up his panels to make your eye move. And great stuff. Great stuff. Charles Mundane says, never saw the JLA record. Must be hard to find. I don't do digests. Hard for this old timer to read. But I love those treasuries. Yeah. We're with you. Believe me, Charles. We're with you every step of the way there. Dr. Monchilla, I love sharing childhood memories. Excuse me. Childhood memories with other older collectors. It's amazing to discover that random memories of my childhood are not simply pigeonholed in my brain, but are alive in others' memories. Very true, John. Very true.
Could have said it better.
Yeah, exactly. This was the reason we wanted to start doing this, was because of those memories. Not just to show books. Anybody can show books and whatnot, but to have those stories that this book means something to me, and this is why. Right. Love those stories. Like I just said, those tethers back to our childhood.
That's the videos that I would search out. You know, somebody say, "Oh, my childhood memories of this," or my run of this when I was 1973 when I was 10 years old. You know, I love that stuff.
Yep. I mean, that's why we're here. Let's see. And Rob Brown says he signed the cover as Black Belt Jones. Love that movie.
That's the poster he signed for me up here. Yeah.
Black Belt Jones.
Yeah, that's a cool movie.
Dr. Vangelis, Michael Dott is the man. Yes, sir. Maranya says, I'm looking forward to Rod reading for the Hulk. Eric, better watch out. I don't know if I can do the Hulk justice. Would the Hulk sound good as Dusty Rhodes? I don't know. Michael Taylor says, yes, I'll second that. Michael Dodd has a great channel. He disappeared from YouTube for a while, but he's back making videos. Yes. Yep. He was gone for a little bit. And
he's got
thank
some
goodness
great
he came back. Yeah, he got some great stuff. Some stuff I had never even seen before. And I love that because I've been around a while, just like everybody else here watching. So when you see something you have not seen, it's like, wow, that's got to be kind of rare.
Yeah.
Love that. Spinner Rack Studios, Dave says, Rod's Dr. Soley #4, painted cover by Wilson, went for $11 grand, 11.4 in 2022.
That doesn't surprise me a bit.
Holy mackerel. Wow. He got some good Dr. Solar covers too on those things too.
The only thing that guy did was pure gold, you know.
Yeah. That's crazy. Did he ever do anything but painted covers? Did he do interior work?
I'm not sure. If he did, I've never heard it.
Yeah, I don't recognize his name being attached to, artwork just as the covers, just the painted covers.
Yeah.
But very cool. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Dr. Vanchilla says, indeed, hit that thumbs up button. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Jackson Roy Kirk says, ouch, well, I won't be getting any of those gold key paintings. Yeah, exactly. You are not alone. Looks like I'll have to spend it on more comics.
Right.
Doggone. Dr. Monchilla says X-Men #56 and Detective Comics 395 brought me to the altar of Neil Adams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember Detective 395. That was the Secret of the Waiting Graves. That was a cool story. Yep.
Wow. I wish I had your memory, Shannon. I really do, because you hold so much up there. If I put something in mine, something else falls out. I got no room.
I wish I had the memory I used to have. Let's put it that way.
Moranya says the only Alex Ross superhero art I don't like all the time is ironically his Iron Man work. The iron is too reflective, and I appreciate the skill in the work, however. Yeah, it's very unique. I know that when I first saw some of his stuff, it was pretty incredible. What was it? Marvels, I think it was, that he first did got big acclaim for. Actually got some work that he did in a comic book called The Terminator.
Oh yeah, I
Way
got some
back.
Terminator stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So
What was that? Terminator: The Burning Earth. Yeah,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's like some of the first stuff he did. Yeah.
yeah, yep, yep. Incredible. So Hippies Collectible says, I hope I didn't miss anything. Had to wash my breakfast dishes. No, we're
We're still
sifting our
here.
way through the peanut gallery, finding out what everybody's got to say. Captain UK says Adams is no doubt the greatest captain artist, the greatest Batman artist. I have always held Jim Aparo in high regard too. Yes. Yep. I always felt that Jim Aparo was like, for me, just in my opinion, he was my successor to Neil Adams.
Yeah,
Brave and the
as
Bold.
far as Batman, him on Batman, I mean, I would put him and Neil Adams, like this.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own opinion, but I mean, I just love the look of it.
Yeah.
Especially like in all the Brave and Bolds and Detective and all that stuff. Yeah, Batman.
Yeah. Great stuff indeed. Spinner Rack Studios says, but other Wilson covers have gone for much less, relatively speaking, somewhat cheap compared to Ramita, Buscema, and etc. covers. Jackson Roykirk says, I thought about that as well, Maranya. He's not the Silver Surfer. And Maranya says, time to tease Shannon and the chat. I'm about to dig into my bowl of shrimp and cheese grits for the morning.
I wonder what is it with you? No, I'm gaining weight, and I think it's just from Saturdays. Because as soon as we get done, I'm starved to death, and I go in the kitchen, I'm like...
Jackson Roykirk says, don't tempt me, Maranya. He says, excuse me. Phil Eiling.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this morning, Phil. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you.
Great. Welcome to the Peanut Gallery. And Guido says, hello, Phil. And Michael Taylor says, I like to describe Ross as one of the great 40s, 50s, 60s artists in the modern comic world. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Absolutely. All right, Dr. Manchilla says, actually, the Hulk and Dusty Rhodes is a great combination. I just got to stop the prepositions. Yeah, Dusty Smash. Maranya says, welcome to all the new members of the wonderfully nutty Peanut Gallery. And Maranya also says, Terminator, The Burning Earth definitely influenced Ross's later Marvel's works with the original Human Torch.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Dr. Manchilla says, Detective Comics number 395, The Secret of the Waiting Graves, The Return of the Dark Knight. Word. Enough said. Rob Brown says, it was Neil Adams' work on the covers of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu that first caught my attention. The body language of the figures mesmerized me. And Michael Taylor says, Adam brought Batman back to his pre-Robin roots. Yes, it did.
Yep.
Yes, it did. Rob Brown says, just finished my Waffle House breakfast. Yum, bacon and all.
Oh, man. I love Waffle House.
Dr. Manchilla says, Maranya, tacos today. And none of that Taco Bell nonsense either.
Had taco salad a couple nights ago. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery. It's time for some more comics. What do you say? What do you got, Shannon?
Yeah, we can show a few more. I'll finish up with these digests I got here.
All righty. It's all yours.
This is one. I think this is one of the last ones I got. I found it at the comic show. Might have been at the Comic-Con in Lexington. Here is number 58, the Super Juniors Holiday Special.
Oh, now see, that's one I have never ever seen.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Never see that one.
No.
And for some reason, this is number 63, Plop. And for some reason, this was like 3 issues of that digest. Stuff. Here you go, Armstrong. Here's the last issue of DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. This one is kind of hard to find. Number 24, House of Mystery.
Oh, neat.
I think I don't know if that's a Joe Kubert cover. Looks like it.
Wow. Oh, there are just so many. Talk about a rabbit hole there. I go, whoa. Right
Got some
down.
Secret Origins of Superheroes. This is DC Special 22. You got the Inferior 5 going on there.
Yes, sir.
And Green Lantern's Origin, Black Lightning, Sun Boy, the Inferior 5. A-Man, got the Animal Man origin in there. Pretty cool. Speaking of Joe Kubert, DC Special Series number 21, Army at War.
That is on my hit list. I've looked at a couple of them. I'm going to be getting that one.
And the Eyes Have It.
Yes, sir. The Eyes of War.
This one is kind of hard to find. It's pretty pricey, too. So it's actually like one of the first ones I sought out. Here's number 20, DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. Dark Mansions of Forbidden Love.
Oh, see, that's another one. Never ever seen that anywhere.
Yeah,
anywhere.
This is hard to find.
Wow.
This is one of my favorites. I think this is a George Perez cover. This is number 19, Doom Patrol.
Yes, sir. That one I do have. Yeah.
More Sergeant Rock.
Mm-hmm.
More Kubert on the cover. This is one of my favorites. Number 17, DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest, Best of Ghosts. And look at that artist lineup at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about all-stars.
And then you got a list of the writers, Wolfman, Michelini, Lynn Wein, Michael Fleischer.
Wow.
Secret Origins of Supervillains.
Yeah, that one's familiar. Yes, sir.
And I found this one a few years ago at Half Price Books. Love this one. Another Kubert cover. UFO Invaders.
Yeah.
Got Kubert on Adam Strange there.
Oh, very nice.
And some Justice League.
Yes, sir.
And you showed this one earlier. You've been breened.
I have been breened.
Here's number 1 of DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest with the Legion of Superheroes.
Nice. Wow. Excellent.
There's some of the harder ones to find. Some Sugar and Spike.
Excellent.
Some Binky Summer Fun.
And another ones that are hard to find, those binkies.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting close. Got some Brave and the Bold, talking about Jim Apparel. There we are.
Yes, sir. Got that one.
With the Silent Night there, and Viking Prince, Dead Man. Cool stuff.
Great stuff. That's snazzy.
Another favorite. Here's number 24. Legion of Superheroes. The cool thing about this one is it's got some new stuff in it, new artwork anyway, where George Perez drew like the new costumes for the Legion.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah. So lots of cool stuff in this one.
Yeah.
And last digest, I'll show Christmas with the Superheroes, Justice League and Titans.
Awesome.
And here we go. What's cool about this one, you remember the Sandman series from the 70s?
Yes.
This actually prints in color the issue that was supposed to have been the next issue, I guess issue 7 or whatever. Sandman, it's in here. And this was actually reprinted in Canceled Comics Cavalcade as like a prologue to a Commandy story that didn't get published.
Oh, wow.
So
see, now I want that just for that.
Whole other story there, but anyway, got a few mags. You probably get breened here again.
That's all right.
Preview with Legion of Monsters.
Oh yeah,
Blade and Morbius going on there. Cannot beat that.
No sir.
Number 8. Here's your Breening.
Haha. Love it.
And a couple of Spider-Man magazine size.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yep.
forgot all about those. Yes, sir.
There's two of those.
Yep.
I like this one.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yep. Those are very cool.
Yep. Got the Haunt of Horror featuring Lilith, daughter of Dracula.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And it's a Marvel preview number 17 with Black Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Kane creation.
Yeah. Cool.
Got some Star-Lord, Marvel Super Special number 10. Early Star-Lord appearances.
Neat.
Looks a little bit different in the movies.
Yeah, it's a little.
I thought this was cool. Had to get this one. The Marvel Super Special Beatles story
Oh, wow.
by George Perez.
That's cool.
Yeah. And you've been Breen once more.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice.
Okay, show a few magazine type things. This is, I don't know where I got this, and I actually got 2 issues. It's called This Is Legend, number 1. And that is a Bernie Wrightson painting.
Oh, wow.
Got
the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, Bernie Wrightson art. Okay, a little disclaimer here. There might be a few pictures in here that are more adult. I don't know. Been a while since I looked at this. But it's got all Bernie Wrightson art in this story.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Kind of a prose type story.
Yeah, that's different, isn't it? That's neat, though.
You find, there's a good page.
Wow.
Bernie Wrightson in glorious black and white.
Yes, sir.
Some other artists in here, too. I'm not really sure they are. But some great pieces of art in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
I know there's, here's a nice Frank Bruder piece. Look at this.
Ooh. Very snazzy right there.
Yeah.
I like that.
I know our friend Rob will like this one.
That is so cool.
Rob Brown. Like I said, those are some adult stuff. But, a lot of good stories in here. It's just a funky little magazine with a lot of art in it.
Wow.
Some good barbarian looking stuff. It's just something a little different.
Neat. Very neat. Wow.
So there's that. I love fanzines, but this is the only issue of Foom that I have. Here's number 11. This is the Kirby issue. Like when he came back to Marvel.
Yeah, I've looked at trying to get some of those Fooms, but boy, they seem to go up in price.
Oh yeah, they're like the Amazing World. But this is just showing what's going on in the company and like I guess upcoming books. And there you got a nice little poster by Kirby.
Oh wow, that's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like DC's or Marvel's version of direct currents, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the coolest part to me. This is a little story how to collect Marvel comics.
Oh neat.
There's only one rule of collecting Marvel comics and DC comics. You gotta have money. This is a cool fanzine. I know I've probably shown you this. This is a gift from our friend Charlton 66.
Yes, that's cool. That is just cool.
And here's a issue of Comic Reader. Got Sergio Arjones on the cover.
Oh yes.
This was an act of kindness from our friend Metarog. Or we did some trading, something like that, but I know I got it from him. Okay, how about some Amazing World of DC?
Oh, yes.
Number 1.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, cool.
Number 2, Kurt
Woo-hoo.
Schaffenberger. You got Elliot Magan and Carrie Bates at the front. And look, Talkie
Nice.
Tommy in the back.
That's it.
You got Alan Arsham back there behind Superman. There's another copy of 2. Number 3, this is a great cover. Joe Kubert
Oh, yeah.
highlighting Julius Schwartz.
Julius Schwartz.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Another copy of that. Here's the All Batman issue.
Oh,
Number 4.
wow.
And I've got, I think this is my childhood copy. I've got 3 copies of this, but this is the only one I bought when I was a kid. Like I say, it's a $1.50, and they advertised it in the comics. You know, I was like, wow, that's like, okay, that's 6 comics that I'm giving up. To get but I'll kind of show you inside of this one.
Yeah. Little JSA. I like it.
You got some sugar and spike on the back.
Mm.
And I mean, I love these books. You know, there's articles, there's direct currents, there's like unseen artwork or stuff that was going to be published. Got a little thing called DC Around the World, different languages.
Wow. And again, this is one of those things you don't see too often.
Yeah, here's a story of Sheldon Mayer. Lots of great articles in here. You know, there's got the scribbly feature.
Mm.
And here you got Erwin Hasten and Joe Kubert back in their younger days.
Oh, wow.
On the beach. Yeah, how about that?
That's neat.
Max Gaines.
Wow.
You got some sugar and spike. Yeah, the articles in these are awesome. You got a few paragraphs about Sheldon Mayer by Alex Toth.
Oh, yeah.
Strange Schwartz Stories Revisited.
Strange Schwartz Stories. I love it.
I mean, if you're a DC fan, especially, there's just so much cool stuff. Here's my favorite part of these magazines.
Oh, yeah.
Direct quotes. I got on a kick a while back. I was like, okay, I'm going to go through all of these and I'm going to see which ones that are pictured that I don't have, you know, and probably picked all of them up over the years. But just showing new books coming out in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's neat.
The information in here may or may not be what really happened once the book came out. But, you know.
Yeah. Ah, I love that.
Yeah. And so on. Here we got pull that poster of Hop Harrigan.
Hop Harrigan.
Yeah, how about that?
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah, there's just so much goodness in this book, man. I could go on and over. Here's a profile of Murray Boltinoff, and there's Mike Grell in the foreground, handing in some pages. More of those illustrious covers with some of the books that Boltinoff was in charge of.
Oh, yeah.
There you could order some Superman photos from the old TV show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You got a Sugar and Spike article. Space Cabby. Who doesn't love Space Cabby? And you got some comic strips of Batman and Robin from the news.
Neat.
Yeah. So lots of great stuff. I think this was done by Al Plastino. Remember him from a lot of the Superman stuff. You know, you can get a subscription. You got a crossword puzzle. Just on and on.
Oh, fun stuff, man.
Yeah. 3 or 4 issues of that. The Orlando issues, number 6.
Oh, look at that.
I'll go through these kind of quick. The Superman issue. I think I did a drawing of this for my son years ago.
Neat cover. I love that cover.
Yeah, Kurt Swan. There's the Carmine Infantino issue.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Here's the one that you're probably going to have the most, spend the most money on.
Yeah.
The Legion issue, number 9.
Now, why is that one the big expensive
The
one?
Legion fandom was really big back in the 70s, and when they got their own feature in Superboy, and later on they became co-stars, and everybody was like a big Legion fan. They had the Legion Outpost thing going on, and this kind of shows like profiles of like the Legionnaires, but it's good. I love this. It's a good issue, but it's not my favorite. I mean, it's I love the cover. It's Dave Cockrum on the cover.
Yeah.
And this is just all about the Legion, from 1975.
Yeah, I know that one there is the big dollar of the group.
Yeah. There's number 10, behind the scenes at DC's production department.
The truth.
Yeah. Okay. Number 11, I really like this one. Got Dick Dillon on the cover. Super Villains issue.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite issue. This issue number 12. The I guess the sci-fi issue. Spotlighting Mike Grell, the Legion, Earth After Disaster. You got a Mike Grell cover. It's got Superboy and Warlord in it.
Oh, yeah.
I got another copy in a box here that Mike Grell signed for me, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, neat. Wow.
Yeah. But what's cool about this, they try to tie all the continuities and alternate histories and futures or whatever of New Gods and Hercules and Commandy, and they tie it all together, at least to this point, it's a nice little article in here. So this is really worth getting. And especially for the back cover, Walt Simonson on the Metal Man.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to have that in a poster, man. That is awesome.
Sir. What was that, number 12?
Number 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Go out now and get it.
That's it. Goes on the list.
Issue, Lucky 13 with Sergio Aragones. The Justice League issue. Love this one.
Yes, that one I do have.
Yeah.
Justice League.
Got a great back cover.
Yes, sir.
Another issue there. Spotlighting Wonder Woman. Photos and articles of Linda Carter. You got a great Mike Nasser cover, a.k.a. Michael Netzer. I loved his artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this is a really good one. The Golden Age issue, number 16. And this is by Marshall Rogers.
Oh, neat.
Got the Doll Man down there and Dr. Midnight, Sandman. Wow. It's like a Liberty Bell up there. Hawkman, Black Condor, Mary Marvel.
Neat, neat.
And last issue, number 17, featuring Shazam by Alan Weiss on the cover.
Yeah.
And there was actually another little issue. I think it was just like you could just get it at cons. They had like a DC convention like in the mid-70s. And this is celebrating the Super DC Con of 1976. It's a little smaller size.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, this one's hard to find.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've seen that before.
Okay, that's all I got right now.
Oh, man, that's awesome stuff.
We might have to expand this episode, man. We might have to go another 20 or 30 minutes.
There we go. Let's see here. All right, let's check in with the peanut gallery once again. We got Maranya saying, I've had homemade barbecue sauce and slow-cooked pulled pork sandwiches for the past couple of days. My husband loved the sauce, and he's a tough critic of barbecue sauces.
I'm going to have to eat before I get on here, man. I swear to God.
Yeah. Dr. Unchilla says, indeed, Detective Comics number 395 is a massive key. It doesn't get anywhere near the attention it deserves.
Yep.
Now, so you guys have made me interested in this $3.95. I got to see.
I'll tell you another key to me. It should be a key. If it's not, is like the first interior Batman is from Batman 219 on his title. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Ranger Sly says, I've never seen this Super Junior Christmas issue too. I need this badly. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ranger Sly. I'd never seen that before, and that is too snazzy to pass up. I got to hunt that down.
Yeah.
And Lady M says, DC Juniors looks to predate the Marvel version by many, many years. How they managed to make Batman adorable is a feat in and of itself.
It's true.
Michael Taylor says, cool House of Mystery Digest. Yes. Yes, sirree. Dr. Montilla says, the Plop Digest is beyond awesome. How have I lived my life all these decades without it?
It's pretty cool.
Love it. Rob Brown says, gosh, a Forbidden Love Digest. Arg, never going to be able to get all the Dark Mansions. LOL, my poor wallet. Rob, I feel the same way after whenever I see one of Shannon's videos. I feel that same way. My poor wallet.
Well, I picked up a lot of those in the 90s, before they got stupid. I guess, I had a lot more expendable income then.
Yeah, I hear you there. That was the 80s for me. The 80s was my expendable income. After that, when I got married, that was it. Michael Taylor says, cool best of Ghost Digest.
Probably my favorite one. Yep.
Yes, sir. Jackson Roykirk says, Breening. It's not as dirty a word as it sounds. Michael Taylor says, Doc has been brained. Michael Taylor, cool, brave, and the bold digest. Yes, sir. And Paula says, the comic book car at Le Mans just crashed. Oh, we jinxed it. Still with 22 hours to go. Ouch. That hurt. Oh, Dr. Montilla says Shannon is in a league of his own when it comes to the digest. Word. Absolutely. I second that motion. Captain UK says, just wondering why I've never seen a lot of these digests. Then the coin dropped. It's because Shannon has cornered the market on them.
They're out there.
Rob Brown says, absolutely. Jackson Roykirk says, will that car go up or down will that car go up or down in value? Oh, yes, the comic car. Yeah. See the car, you go visit it. It's in a great big sealed plastic bag with a board behind.
First issue.
That's it. Maranya says those comic book digests are truly Reader's Digest in comic book form. Yes, they are. They're just one of those neat little nostalgic things. It's just so cute, so quaint.
Hey, I mean, it's comic book related. That's all I needed to know,
Bingo. Hippies Collectibles still have both my original Spider-Man ones. Awesome.
Yeah, those are hard to find, man.
Maranya says the car went from 9.5 to a 6. Jackson. They couldn't get the ignition going. There was a key issue problem. Rob Brown says the Haunt of Horror magazine is on my hit list. Yes, sir. It's a good one to have. Dr. Von Chilla says, oh, yes, the Spectacular Spider-Man magazines are books I've wanted for more than 50 years. I've never owned them. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're definitely cool.
Yeah, they're tough, especially in higher grades.
Paulo Costa says, oh, the car is definitely at a 0.5 at this stage, Maranya. Ouch, says Maranya. Hope the driver's okay, Paulo. Captain UK says that Beatles one was on sale at the time in the cabin in Liverpool. Oh, cool. It was a cabin like a store or something. It must be a store of some kind. You'll have to tell us what the cabin is, Captain UK. We're curious. Guido says Bertie Wrightson. Fantastic. Enough said. And Quite Enough Sayer says this is legend that is the only issue ever 1970. Quite rare. This is legend. Okay, this is legend.
That's why I have 2 copies of it.
Wow. They only printed 3. So the rest of you got to fight for that third one. Quite enough Sayer says, be careful, Rob. eBay wants $450 for that. Whoa.
For what? Which one? The Haunted Horror?
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I was trying to see which one it was he was talking about. The Haunt of Horror magazine, maybe? No?
I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have to. What was that? What was 450? Quite enough, Sayer. Tell us what the one you're talking about is.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, I know Dr. Von Chilla liked that Beatles-related comic bag. Quite enough, Sayer says, I mean Shannon's. Sorry. Oh, nope, we got you. Michael Taylor says, great art. And Rob Brown says, when I was working on the Bela Lugosi comic, my editor, Carrie Gamel, said to me, think Wrightson. I've been down that road before. I ignored him. Probably shouldn't have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We need to get Rob on here, man, and show some of his artwork and his books.
Absolutely.
Great artist. Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, great Kirby Foom poster. Yes, sir. Hippies Collectible. Friends of old Marvel. Yes. Yes, indeed. Paulo Costa says, how to collect Marvel comics? See comic, like comic, buy comic, read comic, keep comic. Very simple. I love it.
I like that. Yeah.
Dr. Von Chilla says, Bela Lugosi lives. Thumbs up to Dr. Von Chilla, says Rob Brown. Michael Taylor says, very cool, amazing world of DC comic mags, Shannon.
Yeah, I would say if I had to list the favorite or most beloved things in my collection, I'd say that would probably be in the top 3.
Oh, wow.
I love those books.
That's cool. Dr. Von Chilla says, Bela Lugosi is one of the great but ultimately tragic Hollywood stories. Bela Lugosi lives. Hippies Collectible says, Bella died on my birthday. Oh, wow. Michael Taylor says, Shannon, how old are those Amazing World of DC comic mags?
Those started in 1974, I believe. I believe that's right. Let me look real quick, be sure. Yeah, July 1974 is when they started. And I think they ended in 78. Yeah.
Wow. Ranger Sly says, I'm only missing 2 of those Amazing World of DC. They are my favorite fanzine of all time. Lots of never seen before art and photos, interesting interviews about the old timers at DC. Yes, that's the stuff. Yeah, that would be the interesting part for me. Ranger Sly says, Space Caddy. Oh, yeah. Iggy Pop says, my wife is always yelling at me to turn down that Hardy Boys music. You're all right, hippie. Higster. You're all right, man. Dr. Von Chilla says, discussing Bela Lugosi is like bringing up Gil Kane for me. I will always sing the praises of the masters. As well you should.
Agreed.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Ranger Sly says, yes, that Legion issue of Amazing World is one I'm missing. I'm often go for 100 or more. Yeah, I knew that was the big dollar one out of that group.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got really lucky on that one because the number 5 was the only issue I had, and some guy had the whole run for sale on eBay for $50.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was give it to me. Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, I'm guessing that the Amazing World of DC is not being published any longer. No, you said it stopped in 78, you said?
Unfortunately, I believe it was 78. Look quick. 77 or 78. I'll look at the last issue here. April 1978. Yep. That was the last one besides the DC.
78.
Yeah.
Cool. Hippies Collectible says Bella, Boris, and Lon Chaney Jr. Yes, sir. There's 3 great ones right there.
Yep.
Dr. Bonchilla says Marshall Rogers revolutionized Batman for the modern age.
Yes, he
Very
did.
good. Yeah. Michael Taylor says, I had a crush on Linda Carter, arguably the best legs in 70s TV.
Can't argue there.
Nope. Get no argument here. Michael Taylor says, very nice stuff, Shannon. Absolutely.
Thanks, sir.
Jackson Roykirk says, the best of everything. The best everything, Michael. Dr. Bonchilla says, Linda Carter can come sit on my couch anytime, any day, but she needs to buckle up. Dr. Bonchilla, I'm sure the Captain UK meant the cavern. Ah, okay.
Oh,
Now
that makes sense now. The Cavern Club. Yeah, that was a club that the Beatles played at in the early 60s.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that. So, okay. Now I'm in the know. Thank you. Captain UK, the Cabin is the nightclub where the Beatles first started performing together. There we go.
Cavern, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. John Cavern. Yeah. And Quite Enough Sayer says 450 was This Is Legend. Only one on eBay says 9.0, nothing on MCS.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
Guess I'll keep that one for a while.
Yeah, I'd hold on to that for a little bit. Dr. Manchilla says, I've done the Beatles London journey, not the Beatles Liverpool journey. I don't know if I'll ever get that done.
Oh, that's cool.
Captain UK says, you never know, John. It's only about 70 miles from where I live. If you ever get back over here, you would have somewhere to lay your head. There you go.
That's cool.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Charles Mardanes says, another fun, oversized is the amazing world of Superman.
It's on the shelf.
I had a feeling. Michael Taylor says, wow, great deal on those, Shannon. Yes, sir. Dr. Manchilla says, oh my goodness, that's a very generous and tempting offer. Let me think that over, mate. Seriously. Oh, cool. There we go. Michael Taylor says, yeah, I had a feeling they were old. Captain UK says, you would always be welcome, John. Very nice. Very nice. Jackson Roykirk says, John Cavern sounds like a pulp hero. All right. Well, we're 5 past the hour. I think I'm going to show one more.
Hey, show us some more stuff, man.
Okay.
Show us some more stuff.
Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's go. Let's see here.
Man, you lost your video.
Oh, of course I did. Doggone it. Stupid. I hit the thing there. Hold on and I'll be back.
Oh no, it's that guy again. Oh, don't worry, folks. This won't last long. Or maybe it will. Okay, just in case, I'll start showing some stuff.
There we
okay.
go. All right. Sorry about that. I've been so careful this whole broadcast here, so not to do that, and I just did it just now. Doggone it. All right. I
was sitting here with my watch. I was like, all right, it should happen right about now.
I figured, well, since I put it in the ad, I don't want to, say, not do what we publish. So why don't we do some treasuries? So
there we go.
We'll start off with some DC treasuries. And we got, we were talking about Rudolph earlier, and this is Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. This is C33 of the limited collection edition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's on my list. I don't have any of the Rudolphs. Very cool.
And then we got this. I love this one. This is C23, and it's the House of Mystery.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah, that was one of those I saw in the house ads. I saw I got to have that one.
Yeah. It's got the little diorama on the back you could cut out, put together. But you'd have to buy a second one to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been tempted a couple times to buy second copies of some of those just so I can put the dioramas together.
I was tempted to try and find one of the Superman Flash one because I always wanted to set that one up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
famous first editions. C26. This is the Action Comics one.
Yeah.
So great picture on the back too.
I always like that guy in the foreground on the cover. He was holding his head. He's like, "Oh my God, I left the oven on."
Oh, yes. Oh, and then here's another famous first edition, F7, and this is the All Star Comics #3.
Oh yeah,
JSA.
that one, and the Flash is my two favorites of those famous firsts.
Mm.
Man, it's just an iconic image right there.
Yep. I love it. There's the back cover with the
all the
original stuff from the back cover. Great stuff, man. And then we got C25, and this is Batman. Love this cover.
Oh yeah, got to upgrade mine because mine is in tatters.
Well loved indeed. And there's another diorama.
Yeah.
So, and this is one of my favorites right here, just because I always love these stories. The greatest race of all time, C48, Superman versus the Flash.
Oh yeah, yeah. And does that, I can't remember, does that reprint the first race?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the first race. I mean, I got the original. It was like Flash 175 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a diorama that I'd like to put together myself.
Yeah, that's one. That one I really want to put together. I'd love to have that set up somewhere. And then we got DC and Marvel presents, and this is Batman versus the Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah. Fun fact about that book: that's also part of the DC Special series.
Yep. It's one of those. That series had a bunch of oddball stuff.
Yeah, it had like 2 or 3 treasuries and like 2 or 3 digests, actually.
Yeah. Yep, some crazy stuff. I never see a series run like that. That's pretty wild. But it makes it fun trying to collect them. That's the thing.
It was.
C22 with Tarzan.
That was my first introduction to Kubert's Tarzan, man. I love it.
And the diorama for that one on the back.
Yep.
Oh, what else we got down here? We got some Secret Origins of Supervillains. This is C39.
Oh, yeah.
Another diorama that would be cool.
Yeah, it would.
And then more Secret Origins of Supervillains, C45.
Yep.
And then the last of my DC ones is C21, and it's Shazam. Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel.
You got to have the Shazam ones. Yep.
That's it.
With one magic word.
That's it. I bet that'd look cool too.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right. And we got, I'll just do a couple of the Marvel ones that I have here. A few of the Marvels. We got number one with that iconic cover. I love that cover, man.
Yeah, yours is in a whole lot better shape than mine.
This cover, man, when I see this cover, this takes me right back to seeing it for the first time in the supermarket. It was an IGA Food Liner supermarket.
There you go.
Somersworth, New Hampshire, man. I remember seeing it. It was like mind blown. It's like, look at that comic book. It's huge.
Right.
Great stuff. And let's see, this is number 2 with the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, that's a great cover.
I'm really kind of focused on getting the first 10 issues because those really were the ones that I remember. And beyond that, I'm picking up the Hulk, all the Hulk ones. But the first 10 are the ones that I really remember either having or seeing on the stands.
Right.
Here's number 3 with the mighty Thor.
Oh yeah, Asgard and the Rainbow Bridge, man. I love that cover.
Yeah. And number 4 with Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah, Barry Windsor Smith.
Look at that. That's nice.
That guy was an okay artist.
Yeah, he'll do in a pinch, you know. Here is number 5, the Incredible Hulk.
On the rampage.
On the rampage. Roar.
Say hello to my family.
And then we got number 6, Dr. Strange. I love this one.
Oh yeah.
It's just a hypnotic cover right there.
Yeah, that's Frank Bruner at his best right there.
Wow. It's just so cool. And then number 7, the Mighty Avengers.
Yeah. Mr. Kirby.
Yes, sir. All right. So let's put those down there. And then I just got a few odds and ends to show. And then we'll swing it back to you for another one. Let's see here. Here is a comic reader. This is number 189 with Captain America on the cover.
Oh wow, that's a cool cover. Who did the art on that?
This says Newton, so maybe Don Newton.
Yeah,
and
he did a lot of those comic reader covers. Yeah,
it says Newton and Rubenstein.
Yeah, that's
so. In fact, does it say inside? Maybe.
Yeah, it's Don Newton. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see it written inside, but
that's another great artist we lost way too.
Oh yeah, soon. There we go. Yep, Don Newton, Joe Rubenstein, and the back art is by Michael Mignola.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a neat picture right there.
Yeah, that's probably some Mignola's real early work there.
I bet.
Way before we started Hellboy, yeah.
Yeah, because this came out in, does it say anywhere here? 81. Yep, this came out in 81. And it's just got, showing books that are coming out or were out at the time.
Yeah.
And just fun stuff, man. Advertisement for PitCon.
Oh wow, those were the days, man.
Oh, I love it. They got a checklist in here too. Where did I see that? Yeah, pocket checklist, and it lists all the different. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very neat. But it's always fun, this kind of stuff. I don't know if this is actually one of the, I doubt it. I don't think it's one of the Fireside books, but it's similar to it. And it's classic crossovers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like they did Perez on the cover.
Yes, sir. And it's one of 2 times I get to see him draw the Hulk.
Yeah.
Which I like his version of the Hulk. And of course it show which ones. Of course is iconic.
Oh yeah.
If I could get it to focus, please focus. Thank you. So I was trying to see if it listed the books, but I don't think it does. But I mean, they've got like the Teen Titans and the X-Men.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's in there. Was it Hulk and Batman, which I just showed you? That's in there. Superman, Spider-Man, in there. So great stuff. Great stuff. And this one here, I only have like 2 of these style books, archive editions, DC archive editions. But this one, I won the Great Legend. He was when he used to do auctions and stuff. He'd do trivia, and I was lucky enough to win this on who was the Blue Beetle, who was the Silver Age Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good one.
It's a
they only had 2 volumes of those, right? That's the second one.
Yeah, this is number 2.
Yeah, I think I've got the first one. I don't have the second one.
But I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, I got most of the singles for these, but I mean, it's just printed so neat and clean.
Oh yeah,
you know.
And you gotta love Ditko's Captain Atom.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it's just great stuff. You know, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I won that off the thanks to Rob, the Great Legend. And then let's see, this I just picked up. Kull and the Barbarians, number 1.
Oh yeah. Oh, number 1. Cool.
So I'm curious to read it. It seems like there's been an awful lot of, we've shown an awful lot of or talked a lot about Kull lately and whatnot, in videos and whatnot. And so I'm like, you know what? I started to get into Conan. Let's check out this Kull thing, see what's going on with that too. So I saw this and I said it was relatively cheap. I said, sure, why not?
Yeah, good stuff. I love Kull. Higgy Pop did a great video featuring all those early Kull issues.
Yes.
The whole series, yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's great stuff. It just looks cool. Yeah. You know? And let's see. I was just seeing the artist. Neil Adams does the art in the first story. And then you got Ross Andrew and Wally Wood doing the second story. Marie and John Severin doing the third story. And Gil Kane and Ernie Chua or Ernie Chan doing the fourth one. And the fifth one is art by Roy G. Krinkle. I never heard of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Neil Adams, sure, sign me up. Wally Wood, sign me up. You know, just great stuff.
I might have heard of a couple of those artists, yeah.
Yeah, just a couple.
Just a couple.
And you know what else is cool about this magazine? Square bound.
There you go. That's all I need to know about it.
I didn't know it was square bound, and when I got it and opened it up, I'm like, oh man, this square bound. No, that makes it just that much cooler. I love it. I love it. All right. Just a couple more things here. Amazing Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Like a fanzine type of thing. Not exactly a fanzine, but a industry.
Yeah, right.
Book, you know, but this one is
cover, yeah.
Yeah, this is all about Gil Kane. Gil Kane lives.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then just a couple of the books and record sets. I recently showed this, Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah,
book and records. And I told the story. I'll just recap it real quick. Had 3 of them when I was a kid. Fantastic Four. I had Captain America and had Hulk. And I've got the Hulk. I've got the Fantastic Four. And trying to relive my childhood once again.
There we go. Yeah, I think that's the only book and record set I got is like one of the Planet of the Apes, and I don't even think the record is in it.
Which one is it that you have? Do you know?
I would have to go through that mess, man. I don't even know.
Okay. You need to let me know.
All right.
You need to let me know. So, all right, there we go. That's all for me. So let's get it back up here. The duo. Let's see. And, all right. You wanna show some more, or you want me to just go right to the peanut
I'll
gallery?
probably do it. I mean, yeah, we go peanut gallery. We've got to have a couple turns apiece, so I
Okay.
won't prolong it. We'll save some stuff for next time, maybe.
All right. Well, I'll do my best, gang. I know we're running over today, but just having fun. Just having fun.
Hey, as long
So
as you're here, we're going to be here. You know.
that's it. We'll be here all day. And I love it. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot. Holy mackerel. The chat must have been blowing up here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we saw this. I think this was where we left off. John Cavern is a pulp hero. Oh, no, that wasn't the one we left off on, but yeah. Whoops. Or a porn hero. Okay. Oh, let's see. There we go. This is where we left off, right? John Cavern sounds like a pulp hero, right? And Maranya says Eric has his magic couch and Shannon has his magic shelf to produce any comic book being asked for. Funny how that works. Amazing. Jackson Roykirk. Yeah. Overtime. Yeah. I love it. Thank you. Hippie's Collectibles. Wrong button rot. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to be good, Hippie. I was trying to. Oh, and Ray just like laughing. John is a pulp hero or porn. Well, we don't know. To be determined. Jackson Roykirk says, "Whoa, Dr. B." Jackson Roykirk says, "That might have to be Joan Cavern." Ba-dum-bum. Good night, folks. Thanks for coming. Michael Taylor says, Doc, beam back up to the Enterprise. That's it. Gone. Just gone. Hippie's Collectibles. I absolutely love the treasury size books. Yeah, me too. Number one, I can read them.
Right.
without any trouble.
No problem.
That's it. Ranger Sly says, honestly, it wouldn't be a complete, satisfying episode without the good Dr. Silverage hitting the wrong button at least once. Yeah, so I apologize. I'm trying to get better at some of this stuff, and some days it works, and some days I don't. Dr. Mangella says, seriously, Captain UK, I'll hit you up if that dream to Liverpool ever comes to fruition. And I'm not kidding. There you go. That would be cool. Awesome. And then we want to see a video if you do this. We want to see a video.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I love to see where people get to meet up.
That's it. That would be a great video. Maranya says, behave, John and Jackson, my poor innocent eyes. Michael Taylor says, cool house of mystery treasury. Yes, sir. It's a neat one. Ranger Sly, I need to get on that Rudolph action. I'm supposed to be a fan of Christmas-themed comics. Dagnabbit. Oh, Michael Taylor says, famous first editions were great. Yes, they really were. Some of those early ones. Jackson Roykirk says, whoops, sorry, Lady M. Michael Taylor says, great Superman ad on the back. Yeah, those old school ads, man. Maranya says, I'd scan the covers and print the dioramas on cardstock to keep the covers intact and still have a sturdy diorama to put together. Boom. She just solved it for us.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm off to Staples. Get them to print it.
Mystery solved, Scooby.
Yes, it. Thank you very much, Maranya, for that. Great idea. Excuse me. Dr. Vanchilla says, DC C28 is an uber classic from my childhood. The Batman is at his peak of his powers when he leaps from his burning biplane into the wing of the enemy ace. Great story.
Oh, yeah.
Great story. Enemy ace. Love enemy ace. Ranger Sly says, I had that Batman tabloid as a kid and remember cutting the back cover to assemble the diorama. There you go. There you go. Captain UK says, always like the Super Friends one. Yes, that's one I want to get. great seeing
Yeah,
oversized.
I've got it, but it really needs to be upgraded because it's got. I think the cover's missing on it, or it's loose.
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
one.
that's
That's
a
one of the. And
really
that's the cool thing about that is it's reprints, but of like Justice League stories, but it got some new art by Alex Toth in it.
oh, very cool. Yeah, that is on my hit list. Jackson Roykirk says that Treasury was the third comic I ever picked up. Oh, cool. Must have brought back a few memories for you. That's cool. I love it. Michael Taylor says, I had a Shazam Treasury with Jackson Bostwick on the cover. Oh, yes. I think that's the one with the yellow cover, I think, if
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. Yeah.
It's on the shelf.
There you go. Hippies Collectibles says, was very lucky to get that spectacular Spider-Man one signed by Stan Lee and John Romita, number
Oh, wow.
420. When I saw the ad in one of my comics, I think it was $5. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I paid more than $5.
Rob Brown says, stunning Marvel Treasuries, Rod. Love it. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that as always. Dr. Von Chilla says, indeed, the Tarzan Treasuries are classics. I did a dedicated video about my Spidey Treasury #1, and it remains one of my own personal favorite videos I've ever done. Oh, cool. I'll have to go hunt that video down. That's cool. Michael Taylor says, I like how those famous first editions had a second cover on the inside. I guess it would get them in trouble, right? People used to rip off the cardstock cover.
There was actually reports of people ripping off the outer cover and then selling the rest of it as the original book, like Action Comics 1 and Detective and all that. And I'm like, wow.
How do you, if you're somebody you're buying that, how do you not know that, hey, that's a little bit bigger than what it used to be? You know? I never understood that when I heard those stories. I'm like, but it's so big. Why would you make you think that's the right one? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Michael Taylor says, Comic Reader looks like another great mag. Yeah, those are pretty neat. Very cool. Comic Mag Mugen Bill, welcome aboard, sir. Great to have you here in the Peanut Gallery.
Have you?
Awesome. Great to see you here. That's cool.
I'll go back through this video and like count up how many people were actually in the chat today. It was a big game.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
Holy mackerel. I mean, they're always great, but man, you guys have really blown it up today. I love it. Maranya says, I had the Marvel Team Up Treasury for Spider-Man and Iron Man that was put out in the late 80s. I bought it on the memory of one panel of Spidey being knocked out, the Kang issues. Oh, very cool. Wow. That's neat. I love it when you can bring back memories for people. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Roykirk says, hey, Bill. And Bill says, howdy, Jackson. And Michael Taylor says, along with back issues and alter ego. Yeah, I had some alter egos. I was going to show those too, but man, we just run out of time. I'm telling you, it's the fastest 2 hours in comics right here.
I know, right? Yeah, we might have to do a part 2 sometime.
Yeah. Ranger Sly, howdy, Bill, and your fashionably lady says. And Lady M says, my copy of that DC Marvel crossovers issue is horribly beat up. I need to replace it one day. I hear you. I've got so many I'd love to be able to replace. Comic Mag's Musing says, howdy, Sly. I like to make an entrance. There you go. Jackson Walker says, unfortunately, Dr. Von Chilla says, the famous first editions and Marvel Treasuries are phenomenal. Childhood memories wrapped with a delicious bow. Yes, they are. They are. I mean, it's just like I told you, every time I see that Spider-Man one, man, it's get the warm fuzzies going. Dr. Von Chilla says, the great legend lives. Yes, sir. Rob is awesome. Michael Taylor says, those archive editions are cool. Yeah. I wish I had more.
I love them. I got like 2 or 3 shelves of them back here, man. I love those.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, no, I only got that. I got that one, and I got one of World's Finest. I don't even remember where I got the World's Finest one. It might have come with that one from Rob Dowdy. So it could be. Ranger Sly says, I have 2 volumes of the DC Archives Action Heroes, reprinting all the Ditko, Charlton, Hoot superhero stuff. Love them. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Rob Brown says Krill was an EC artist, right? I'm not familiar with the name. I couldn't tell you, Rob. I am not familiar with that name, Krill. Dr. Bonchilla says Cull number 11 is one of the greatest single issues of the 70s. Think of Batman 251. Think of Conan the Barbarian 24. Think of Swamp Thing number 1. And think of Marvel Premiere number 10. Wow, that'd be some pretty good company, huh?
Yeah.
I like it. Pretty cool.
Oh,
Rob
Roy
Brown
Crinkle.
Crinkle. Okay, Crinkle.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he was an EC artist. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not familiar with that name at all. I never heard his name before. Dr. Von Chilla says Gil Kane lives. Dr. Captain UK says Rob Brown. Yes, Defoe. Ranger Sly says Roy Crinkle was a friend and a contemporary of Al Williamson and Frank Frazetta, if I recall correctly. See, I knew what that acronym was. I'm catching on. Dr. Von Chilla says, I've got you covered on the Cat Power record set, brother. John, I appreciate that, man. You don't know how much. I really do appreciate that, man. You're awesome. Thank you. Michael Taylor says, I prefer those archive edition size over the omnibus size. Those omnibuses are too big.
Yeah, they're huge. The only one that I have is a Commandy one, like reprints all the Kirby issues. Had to have that one. And I might have one more for a Squadron Supreme, the early stuff. But yeah, they're big.
I think of like the Eric Breen's video that I saw of him doing his house tour, and he would have those big ones for the Silver Age and Golden Age of DC. I think it was. They were just massive. They were like Moses coming off the mountain with these tablets. It's like holy mackerel.
Yeah, I got those on the bottom shelf over here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible! Wow. Michael Taylor says, nice book, Sock. Well, thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that, as always. Thank you. Ranger Sly says, 100% agreed, Michael. Not a fan of 1,000-page omnibuses. Too heavy, not practical to read. Boy, they looked heavy. They certainly did. Dr. Von Chilla said, Dr. Von Chilla is a troublemaker. I don't believe
we already knew that, though. We knew that fact.
Quite enough Sayer says, it's Roy Crinkle, has a wiki page. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. I'm going to learn a little bit about Roy Crinkle today. Michael Taylor says, Doc, you do great. You don't miss any comments. Well, I try not to. And now that I can read, I can finally read them. Oh, you don't know how much
I can see.
It's crazy, man. I'm so happy right now. Michael Taylor says, Doc, you do a great job. You don't miss idea. Just read that. See? Or, yeah, I just read that, right? Yeah. Okay. For some reason, that's in my thing twice. I don't know. Okay. But thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that. Lady M says the actual Super Friends Treasury was pretty awesome. I had it when I was between 11 and 13. It's on the list, man. I've gotta bring one home here sooner or later. Rob Brown says, just got to share this story. I found an Avengers number 3 in a trash bin, half coverless and torn, but still Avengers number 3. I sold it a year ago for $75. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. $75.
I love those stories. Yeah. Good deal, Rob.
Jackson Brockirk says, nice, Rob. Yes, sir. Dr. Von Chilla says, laugh out loud, Rob Brown. I sold my folded in half, very good original copy of Batman 251 a few years ago for $275. Laughing out loud. Great. That's great. Oh, man. I don't know. It's been a long time since I sold any books of mine. And the ones that I did sell were Fantastic Fours. And I had to do it because I had to pay some medical bills. But boy, it's a sad thing when you realize I'm never going to have those books again. Certainly not in those conditions. But hey, I still look around at what I do have, and I'm very thankful for it. Very blessed for what I do have.
So, same here, brother.
Yeah. Mike Taylor says, yes, Ranger Sly. I want to be able to carry around books. Omnibuses are too big and heavy to do that with. Yeah, geez, and Crow, you'd have to, I don't know what you'd do. You'd need a U-Haul or a forklift or something to move those around. Holy mackerel. Rob Brown says, I was fortunate enough to be inked by Al Williamson at Marvel on a Christmas special, which I think Shannon bought.
I did.
Ah.
You know, is that book around here somewhere? That is, that's so funny he should say that, because I was actually looking at those. They're probably, sorry, Rob. I got the books that I have of yours are here in a little stack somewhere, but I don't know what I did with them. But yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool indeed. Dr. Monchilla, my favorite in the wild score, Catman number 31. Google it, he says. All right. Cool. We've got our homework. We do. The Hotel Orloff, great show. Well, thank you, Gratu. Greatly appreciate that, sir. Hope you guys survived Hurricane Greta there yesterday or the day before. I know it was looking pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Ominous. Man, I wish I could talk.
Ominous, yeah.
Ominous. It was looking pretty ominous when you were outside there on your video there, Gratu. Michael Taylor says, sorry about the repeat. Oh, no, that's okay. I just thought it was something that happened in here. And I thought, hey, I've done it before. Read the same thing twice. It'll happen again. Michael Taylor says, hey, Gratu. Lady M says, fun fact. My first comic book character crush was not Iron Man, but the Alex Toth version of Robin from the Super Friends. Iron Man was a few years later, and he's still my number one comic book guy. All right. I mean, the Super Friends, when the Super Friends came on, we had a drought of superheroes on TV for a couple of years.
Right.
Because all the good ones went away in 68, at the end of 68. 69 gave us Scooby-Doo, but really, that was really about it for that. And then, man, when they finally, I remember seeing the ads for Super Friends, going to be on Saturday morning. I'm there.
Right.
I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it on. Dr. Von Chilla says, Maranya gets personal. Love it. Absolutely. We love everybody sharing their stories. Absolutely. And Quite Enough Sayer says, can't talk about what I sold in the 90s for beer money.
Oh.
Well, we feel for you. We feel for you.
Yeah.
Dr. Von Schiller says, and I can't talk about what I was paid to do in the 80s for weed and beer money and rent money. Oh my gosh. I guess we are getting personal now, aren't we?
Yeah,
holy mackerel. Oh, well, I think that brings us up to date on everybody in the chat. And holy mackerel, we have gone way, way over, and I don't care because I loved it.
Okay, it was great, man. I loved seeing everybody in here, the new people that came in. We appreciate you guys and all our usual stalwarts. Man, just can't say enough. I mean, like I said, showing the books and the comics and everything, that's one thing. You know, everybody enjoys seeing that stuff, but it brings back the memories. And the memories are why we're here. You know, we love hearing those stories. Me and Rod, we go on with each other talking about, you know, stuff that happened when we were kids and comic books. And then we get on here and I was like, oh, there's so many more of us that have those memories, you know, and it's just great to hear. And we appreciate everybody's input. And like I say, you're half the show. It will be repeated again, but you guys really are.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better myself, my friend. You guys mean a lot to us. We're so thrilled to have you share your memories, share your stories, you know, everything. Share what books you like, what you don't like, artists you like, all that stuff, man. It really, really, that's why we're here. We're doing this. We want to share those memories, share those stories with you. Love it, love it, love it. Every Saturday. Look forward to this every day, every Saturday. Man. So, yeah. I just wanted to put this on here because Gratu said, he says, I will show the hurricane damage on today's show. So, looking forward to seeing that. So, yeah. All right.
Let me excuse myself for one second. I'm going to try to find something.
All right. I'll finish up the rest of the chat here. Maranya says those stories sound not Comics Code Authority approved. I think you might be right, Maranya. There might be a little more going on there. Jackson Roykirk says, happy to be a peanut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Thank you very much, Jackson Roykirk. Michael Taylor says, great show. Had a blast as always. Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate that. Easy Comic Reader says, thank you, gentlemen. Have a great weekend, everyone. You too, and thank you,
Okay.
Easy
I'm
Comic Reader.
going to pull this up. This is from Maranya.
Okay. And
I'll say
we're gonna finish
my copy of this is beat up, no front cover.
Oh my
Here's
gosh.
the Alex Toth from the back. And there's her crush, the Alex Toth Robin. There you got who is it? Marvin Wendy there, and what was the dog's name? I forgot. Oh my gosh!
Wasn't it just Wonder Dog?
Wonder Dog, yeah. But yeah, mine is beat up. Got some Justice League reprints, but you got some stuff in the back. Shows how they do animation. Alex Toth did this. It was great. But yeah. How do you do cartoons by Alex Toth?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's for on you. And anybody else that loves Super Friends?
And
Maranya, that one, right?
Yeah. Maranya says, happy to be a former nut of the week. Yes. Dr. Von Chilla says, you're all awesome, including the Peanut Gallery. Hope to see you all again next Saturday morning. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Dr. Von Chilla. Always a pleasure to have you with us, John. Captain UK, great, enjoyable show, John and Shannon. Thanks for putting it out. Thank you very much, Captain, for being part of it. We greatly appreciate it. And Maranya says, take care, Rod, Shannon, all the wonderful nutty members of the Peanut Gallery. Take care and stay safe out there. Will do. You do the same, Maranya. We'll talk soon. And Mike Taylor says, Doc, as do I. Yes, sir, Michael. And Maranya says, Wonder Dog. Thank you for some great memories, Shannon. There you go. All right, well, that wraps up this week's show. Like I said, there's no Nut of the Week, unfortunately, and there's no Channel of the Week. I just didn't have the time to do it, but believe me, I'll get on it, and we'll be back here and do it all up right next week, so everybody gets their share. So, you got anything going on, Shannon, that you want to share? Or?
Just hanging out this weekend. Just going to enjoy some time off, and next weekend, we get a 3-day weekend for Juneteenth. So looking forward to a 3-day weekend, going to see my dad, maybe on the Father's Day and all that good stuff. And hope everybody has a great week. As always, appreciate you hanging out with us. It just means everything that you guys are here, listening to us two old fogies and talking comic books, So everybody have a great Saturday, great weekend.
Absolutely. Tons of fun, as always. You guys make it such a fun time to come down and do this show. We talk about it all the time. Couldn't do it without you. Well, we could, but it wouldn't be near as much fun. So thank you all for showing up, sharing your Saturday with us. We'll be back next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys will join us once again. Peanut Gallery, have a great week, and we'll see y'all next Saturday.
Always remember, go ape.
There we go. And with that, we are out of here.